tuned in to the Pete McDevitt YouTube stream. Pete's calling the game live and in real time. Join the large and active community of fans in our family-friendly chat room, hosted by some of the best moderators in the business. Whether it's America's pastime baseball, a battle on the gridiron, or an NHL hockey game, you'll find the best sports commentary on YouTube is right here at the Pete McDevitt Show. And it's all starting right now.
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome into the show. All right, let's say hello to everybody. Bowers or Sutton? Oh, that's a good question. I think Franklin's going to get a bunch of hits tonight, so I would probably go Bowers if it was me. O'Connell, welcome in. Mike Beachman, hello. I can't remember our friend's name from probably the other side of the country, but CM, welcome in, CM. Jeffrey, welcome in. Mike Beachman. Mako, hello, welcome in. Kevin Hawthorne, welcome in. Martez Denny, welcome in. Joey D. Dude, we got to do a game sometime. Susan S. Hello, everyone. Welcome in, Susan S. George Pearson, hello. Debbie Burnfeld, hello. What's up, everybody? Let's get this rolling. I am ready.
The second-year quarterback has led four fourth-quarter comebacks in the last 5 games. While on the other side, coming off his best performance.
Siri, take a screenshot.
The upset. And with that, we welcome you in, everybody.
We are ready to start. Beautiful day, beautiful night in Denver.
And Richard Sherman. So the Broncos are tied for the best record in the NFL. Ryan Fitzpatrick starts off. What have you?
Welcome. I know it's wish upon a Disney. I know, Miss Susan S. I never want to call you out if you're trying to go, quiet or ninja. So I just go that way. JB, welcome in. Susan Silva supports our channel greatly. We are grateful to her. Thank you, Susan. Check out Wish Upon a Disney, everybody.
That being said, I'm just thinking about Sean Payton in the interview we had earlier, talking about you got to get the lead at halftime. There's going to be fatigue. And think about
Pete, work has been nuts. Wanted to get in the game with you. I know, buddy. Hey, we'll work it out. Whenever you're available. I know you've been crazy.
In the league, playing without
Eric Woodward, welcome in, buddy. Good to see you.
Again tonight, but looking to keep it rolling even without him. Will you say this is the best defense?
My magic number is 7. I'm excited about next week's Thursday night game.
Between them and the team they played last week in the Houston Texans, because they're playing great defense as well. But
Mr. Thibodeau, hello, welcome in. Mr. Beachman is in the house as well. Let me go fix that, guys. Oh, sweet Liberty.
Jonathan Cooper's are two of the top kickoffs in the league, and that's why they're getting pressure each and every week. And I can't wait to see what they do today.
40 sacks this season, the most by any team through the first 9 games of the season. Now let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups presented by Geico. Denver's 6-game winning streak is their longest in a single season since 2015. Their 7-2 record is their best start since 2015.
All right, there we go.
They won the division. And they won the
Sub it up if you're new. Hit a like. We're just waiting to get started. We got 15 minutes.
On TNF this year. So what's the game plan?
Yoo-hoo. Welcome in. Good to see you.
So anything can happen, but I think right now you got to get Ashton Jeanty, you got to get him going. He is that big high draft choice for them. Get the ground game going.
Here comes the Raiders out on the field.
He played his best game as a Raider last week with 4 touchdowns.
Oh, that'll be a good game. I just went through and updated some of my stuff the other day, trying to fill some gaps.
Their third option in the passing game, and he can make some plays and put 3 points for his team. And this is their opportunity for the Raiders. Think about it. The Broncos play a team called the Kansas City Chiefs in 10 days. Are they thinking about that? So right now, you can come out as a team. Let's establish an identity, and let's go give us a big win. But if you're the Broncos, what's the best way to send them?
1 month till Disney for you. Nice. Raiders have taken the field to a course of booze. And here come the Broncos with their mascot ready to run.
won score last year. Remember, they won.
They got the real girl on the horse and everything. They got it all going on tonight. Denver's now minus 9.5 at a total of 43. Hello, Jules. Welcome in. Yeah, we already had our flights canceled today. We've been working to fill flights all day. We had our flight canceled this afternoon. It stinks.
All right, it's a divisional game, as you mentioned, Tony. Going to be a good one. Raiders-Broncos. We will see you guys in halftime. Al Perkins Kelly at the call.
Dun, dun, dun.
The chef. Oh. He was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon tart flambe.
Kind of stinks when you have your flight canceled.
I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy. You're too humble, Mr. Gecko, which is why...
But we're still going to Disney tomorrow. That's the main thing. There's my good friend Mark F. Good talking to you today, buddy.
Now we're talking. Yes, we are. Okay.
So you're rooting for them. Nice. Very nice, Susan.
League. It's jaw-dropping, record-breaking, unstoppable action.
MVP.
The Orlando Tribe versus the Seattle Reign tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Hello, Vicky Gillespie. Welcome in. Keep hitting those likes, everybody. 35 friends in here, only 21 likes. Yeah, my flight was canceled for tomorrow. I had to get another flight. They're doing some highlights here right now.
Got him jump up and took the ball. Hats off to him. He made the play. Cortland Sutton, touchdown pass. Oh, Nick, down he goes. He's sacked for the fourth time of the half. Lutz wins it for the best fourth quarter team in the National Football League. Ready down, great job. 1, 2, 3.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wow.
I don't think I've ever seen a player more wide open than Tyler Lockett.
We know that Gino can throw like that. Unfortunately, it hasn't been as consistent as we needed. It's been 3 quarters of dreck and then a fourth quarter where they kind of put the hammer down. Both teams collected for.
They're doing all the highlights right now. Halloween was good. Spent it here streaming.
We just announced that they traded wide receiver Jacoby Myers.
Wish him the best, and we got to move forward.
What do you see when you watch Geno Smith? Sneaky part of his game is just being able to.
That's right. They traded Jacoby Myers too. I forgot about that.
The toughest job.
Brock Bowers will probably get more touches because of that.
Getting the ball out of his hands quickly.
Max Crosby's worth the price of admission. The number one thing is winning, and that's all I care.
Wish the Raiders would trade Max Crosby to the Ravens. That would be a great thing.
We have to score, we go to score. We just got to have that mindset at all times. We just got to take it one day at a time. We don't have another opportunity to go out there and change the momentum of our season.
It is what it is.
Raiders taking on the Broncos. Would love to knock them off their pedestal. The good that you've done, you would throw it away with a bad loss to the Raiders.
The second half of the season, Week 10 starts tonight in Denver, where the Broncos go after their 7th straight win, led by
Broncos are right. Look at that, all the orange lights going around. They're waving flash crazy in there tonight. They got it all fired up.
Las Vegas Raiders Thursday night football. Al Michaels, Kirk Street, Andy Hart.
Trade Crosby to the Ravens.
A racehorse who stumbles out of the starting gate, falls behind the leader by about 20 lengths, gets into the stretch, turns on the Jets, and wins by a nose. They are the kings of the fourth quarter comeback. They have a terrific defense. They have a quarterback with apparently a pretty great future. It's a wide open AFC, Kirk, so why not them?
Why not? Yeah. And I think Bo Nix in his second year, I think with Sean Payton, is just going to get better and better. And I think
I think that would be awesome, Doug. There was talk about it for a little bit, but it's quieted down now.
They're attacking. They're very aggressive. They put a lot of pressure.
Kirk Herbstreit on the call with Al Michaels tonight. Our screen will change at the start of the game.
Totally different story. They're 2-6. Come off an overtime loss at home 4 days ago. Have to travel to Denver. Just traded their top receiver.
Did he score his 900th goal last night? I don't know. I missed that. Yeah, that was sad about that kid down there, Joey, for sure.
games are decided in the fourth quarter. Let's just not self-destruct. We're on the road. Let's kind of weather the storm early. Let's not have penalties. Let's not turn the football over. Let's not give up sacks. We can do that. We get this game to the fourth quarter. Geno Smith can find a way to win this game.
Well, you got a couple of teams who've been doing battle since 1960. And as we approach kickoff, let's join PA announcer.
Here we go, everybody. National anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Denver Broncos join the Dallas Cowboys and the entire NFL community in mourning Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeling, who tragically passed away this morning. As we offer our thoughts and prayers to his family, friends, and teammates, please stand and join in a moment of silence to remember the life of Marshawn Kneeling. Please remain standing as we present tonight's color cards representing branches of the United States Armed Forces and local first responders. Please kindly remove your caps as we honor America with the singing of our national anthem. Singing the anthem tonight is national recording artist from Colorado. Please welcome Kayla Ruby.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We want to say thank you to all those soldiers who have stood a post over the entire time our country has been established, that sacrificed many things in their life, many up to including the ultimate sacrifice to give their life for their country, for our freedoms that we so treasure. So we say thank you. If you're a veteran listening tonight, we say thank you to the families of those veterans. We have many soldiers' families in our community. We say thank you for your sacrifices at home to make these things happen. We ask for blessings on all those current soldiers that are standing a post for us today to give us this freedom that we value so much. And we look forward to a safe and peaceful future for those soldiers who serve. Thank you, everybody, for that. Very important to me. I very proud for what our soldiers do and our country, and for all those first responders as well, sacrifice as well. Thank you very, very much. Francisco, welcome in. O'Connell, welcome in. Road Warriors in here with us. Bowers first TD. I think it's going to be a Bronco first TD. I'm going with Franklin. I think it's going to be a Franklin night. That's just me. Just my quick call it. We'll see. We will see. I think I got everybody that just came in. If you're Dave's Disney Dreams. Hello, buddy. Welcome in as well. Hit that sub if you're new tonight. Like it up for us. We try to get to triple digit likes as quick as we can. I had to put something in there. Let's see here. What can we put in there? Help. Whoops. I don't know what the help. Help. Help us get to 100 likes as quickly as we can. That's the key there. Whoop, I don't want that one. There we go. We'll pin it up there. Why not? Hello, Go Mini. Welcome in. Raiders money line. Martez. I like Denver at home tonight. I like Denver at home. Mile High. They're a different. They're a whole, horse of a different breed at home. I like them tonight at home. So I would not go money line. That's just me. Good luck to you in whichever way you go. Stay with your gut. I'm not always right. I tell everybody that. 100%. Plus, they lost their wide receiver this week. I think that'll play a little bit. I think that the tight end will have a much bigger game.
On Thursday Night Football, welcomes you to the following presentation
of the National Football League. Kurt Martin, welcome in. 62 degrees in Denver. It's warmer in Denver than it is in Maryland? What the heck? That's crazy.
Good grief.
Right now in the West. The Broncos.
Thank you, John, for being a volunteer on that. We appreciate you. Denver is going to kick. Denver is going to kick. John Corndog, what's up? Welcome in.
By the Kansas City Chiefs. Denver won the toss. They prefer Will Lutz, who came from New Orleans, where he was there.
Lutz getting ready to kick. Here we go. Boom, it's off. We're off and running. Going to leave it in the end zone. Leave it in the end zone. Touchback.
So Geno Smith.
Welcome in, Timothy.
Probably of the season. 4 touchdowns last week against Jacksonville, albeit in a losing cause. But he and Tua Tagovailoa have shared the lead in the dubious department of most interceptions.
All right, here we go.
So they start now after the touchback.
First down and 10, Raiders. First and 10, Raiders.
Going to take a look at their great rookie running back, Gentry.
Denver looking like they're going to show pressure.
Number 1 pick out of Boise State, 6th overall.
Under center, single back set is Gentry. Going to hand it off right up the middle. Gentry hit right away. And he got back to the line of scrimmage. That's about it.
Hufanga came over from San Francisco to make the stop.
Sub it up if you're new. Say hello in the chat. Hit a like. Those are all things that can help the channel that don't cost you a penny. Appreciate you.
Super aggressive.
Thank you, Mako. We appreciate you being here. Great friend of the channel. Second down and 10. Second and 10. Vegas on their own 35. Shotgun formation. Man in motion. Going to throw. Pressure underneath. Caught. Just shy of the 40. Third down at about 6 coming up. 3rd and 6.
Would probably make Trey Tucker number 1 time. Lockett's also there. We're going to see Jack Besh and Dante Gordon as well.
Yeah, but you lose your top receiver at the trade deadline. It's not one guy. You'll see Thornton, you'll see Lockett, Jack Besh, the rookie, also out of TCU, will be given an opportunity.
3rd down and 6. 3rd and 6.
Ball's got to get out fast.
Pressure coming from Denver. You can see it. Wide receiver in motion. Lockett. Go to throw. Smith has all day. Gets it off. First down. Lockett at the first down line. Gave him too much time to throw.
Yeah, let's start with
Voodoo. What's up? Fitabeto. Welcome in.
Cooper pretty good. Gives him a pocket to be able to step in. Man-to-man coverage. Easily finds the crosser. But who better to go to than the guy you're so familiar with? You know, he's only been in Vegas for 10 days. But like you said, the time they spent in Seattle, that's his guy for the first time.
Handoff up the middle. Short run. Gain of about maybe 5. He might get 5 on there.
5'8", 208. A lot of power in those legs.
Yeah, he is such a fun rookie to watch. 5'8", about 210 pounds. And In a game like this, especially in this environment against his defense,
His bots are ridiculous tonight. Ridiculous.
2 or 3 yards, let on 4 or 5. But good job.
Lee Wilcox, welcome in. Second down and 5. Second and 5. Wide receiver in motion. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Smith's got all day. He's going to run for the first down. They're going to give him the first down.
Just inside the markers, back-to-back first downs. Brandon Jones making this up. One guy that Denver defense is missing is Pat Surtain, the defensive player of the year last year. Pec injury. They hope to have him back by the end of the month.
Yeah, let's hope so. How about Geno Smith in his 13th year out of West Virginia? In his first year in Las Vegas, 35 years old and moving around. There's a look at Surtain there in the blue.
First down and 10. Handoff. Gentry gets about 3. Gets about 3.
49er picked up on that Denver defense.
Believe it or not, this is a confident Raiders offense. And I say that because just talking to Chip Kelly and Pete Carroll, they felt when Brock Bowers got hurt in week 1 against New England, that was the first chance to really showcase what he could do in this offense. Since then, he played through some pain. He had to sit out 4 weeks if you include the bye. And then last week against Jacksonville, the 3 touchdowns. With him healthy, they feel that they can get back to being the offense they want to be.
I've got plenty of sound.
Went to 0-0. Bill Vinovich.
Everybody else can hear me?
Okay. So he knew it enough time when he went to the line.
Yep.
We said at 25. You know, it's funny, we talk about that offense. Against Kansas City 2 weeks ago, there's Chip Kelly. Their offense.
Jay Escobar, welcome in.
3 first downs, 2 passing, 1 on a penalty.
Thank you, Mike. Second down and 7. Second and 7.
Gigantic last week. Second and 7.
Shotgun pressure coming. Flags everywhere.
First of the game.
He was looking for Bowers, but it looks like it's a false start prior to the throw.
Michael Mayer.
He had Bowers if he wanted him there. But we got a false start to start it. Jim Wilson, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in.
This defense, because of how quickly they get off the ball, it's hard to hear.
Second down and 12. Second and 12.
On this short week is being able to play smart and making the operation of this offense.
Under 11 on the clock. Trips to the right. Trips to the right.
Vegas on the game's opening drive.
Wide receiver in motion. Snap. Trying to get it off. He does. Wide open. Going to be short of the first down. He's got Lockett again. Third and one. Third and one. They need to put somebody on Lockett. He's getting all the kicks already. Manuel, welcome in.
Pick up some positive yards.
If you're brand new, say hello in the chat. Third down and about 3. Third down and about 3.
The receivers in here early has been the veteran Lockett.
Third and a short 3.
Crowd all fired up here, wanting some pressure. Here they come. Geno's got a lot of time. He's going to get hit. Goes down. Ball's loose. And he got it back. Woo! Got it back. That ball was loose for a second. It's going to be dropped down at the 42 at Denver. It's a long kick, but you're in there. Michael Johnson, hello. Welcome in. Good to see you, friend.
Eventually, the coverage allows the pass rush to be able to get home. Obviously, you're looking for 89. He actually, if you could have got it to him early, he had a chance.
Ronald Duffney, welcome in.
Good coverage, and once again, the pass rush is able to get home for Denver.
And they are going to punt. They have chose to punt. Gets it off. Boom! There it goes. All the way back deep in the... Where are they going to mark it? Wow, they're marking it at the 1.
Crowd thought it was a touchback.
Wow, looked like a touchback. They marked it at the 1.
Bo Nix goes to work and he's back to Denver.
Wow, that is nuts. Glad you're here tonight, hanging out with us and all. You keep up with us on all of our social medias, because we're on Facebook, we're on LinkedIn, TikTok, and Instagram is our big focus, trying to drive that Instagram number up over the 2,000 mark. Hit it up, hit it up.
Hello, everyone. It's Chris with Park Hopper Choppers. If you're headed down to Central Florida and you need a mobility scooter, give us a call, 407-989-9618. We can bring it right to your resort, right to the park, or right to your Airbnb, no problem. We were voted best mobility scooter rental in Central Florida by my mom. Give us a call.
Plus. By his mom.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a
We'll
selfie.
see if they go back and look at that and they'll make an adjustment. It really looked like it went out through the end zone.
Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking Bevo's gate, though, not smart. But at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Hook 'em.
Hook 'em horns.
New fresh fit menu. Lots of protein.
And the bots are just out all over the place, ain't they?
All under 500 calories. Keep moving. Subway's
Ridiculous.
Subway. Eat fresh, feel good.
So I was at a Chase Sapphire Lounge and I saw a burger on the menu. I took a bite and I was sort of blown away. I took another bite and I was like, whoa, this is really special. And I couldn't figure out why.
Got to go through all the commercials. Guy talking about a burger.
Blend of meat. You actually have to be intentional to get that burger bun. This is the thing that I'm after. I want to find delicious things in places where you would never think it was going to be. I would do a layover for that burger.
All right, here we go, finally.
Welcome back to Denver at 7-2. This is the Broncos' best start since 2015, which is also the last time that they won a Super Bowl. The Broncos country better buckle up because the gauntlet ahead is treacherous. In their final 7 games, 4 are divisional matchups, including 2 against the Chiefs and 1 against the Chargers, who beat them earlier this season. Now the Broncos' fourth quarter coverage.
Broncos' fate is in their own hands, pretty much.
That there are more tests to come, guys.
Nah, I don't want those bots to subscribe. They can like it. We need to get likes up to 100 likes. That's what we need. I don't want any bots subscribing. They don't watch any content, John. But they can like it. I'll take their like, right? Nope, they're going to mark this ball at the 2. 1st and 10 from the 2.
J.K. Dobbins is the running back in his first year.
Looked like they were offsides, but Dobbins, solid run, 5 yards. They're going to make that 6 yards, 2nd down and 4, 2nd and 4.
They've always been good at home. They've got a great home crowd. You got the altitude and all the rest. 9 in a row in this ballpark.
Yeah,
Cakes, hello, welcome in.
He needs to be more consistent. He'd be the first one to tell you. You can see he's done a pretty good job in his 6-game winning streak of both using his arm and leg.
2nd down and 4, 2nd and 4.
Not taking sacks and not turning the football over.
Looking at the helmet of Max Crosby.
Number 73, Port Phillips.
Right.
73 is eligible.
As a 6th offensive lineman, and the wind has really picked up.
The wind is really picking up tonight here at the game. Blowing the ball all over the place.
14.
That's going to make passing interesting.
Going back to 14. Coming and going and swirling.
2nd down and 4, 2nd and 4. Pitch going around the outside. He'll get a couple. 3rd down coming up. 3rd down.
You got to really admire this guy. ACL, MCL, you name it. He's had it.
Yeah, it's great to see. I mean, he had so much hope coming out of Ohio State. Had the ACL early, along with the LCL. Missed really all at 21, 22. He had the knee, 23, and Achilles. Had a good year last year. With the Chargers of Jim Harbaugh, almost to 1,000 yards, and ends up in Denver. And he and this rookie R.J. Harvey give them a
Cakes, who always comes walking in the room going,
"Hey, how you doing?"
That's what Cakes does. That's his thing. Handoff, short run. He's not going to get the 1st down. They're going to have to punt. They're going to go 3 and out. Why would you run right up the middle at Max Crosby? That's stupid.
Sometimes it's underappreciated how on these third downs he's able to shoot gaps. He gets inside of 82 right there, Troutman, the tight end. He's so long, and he has such great lateral quickness.
Wow.
Frank, he really surprises these tight ends on the edge of how quickly he uses those hands to get off of would-be blocks. And
Denver goes 3 and out.
Jeremy Crossaw, rookie from Florida. The only punter drafted this year. They picked him in the 6th round. And the kick is a wobbly short one. It will wind up.
It is a bad kick.
Vegas a first down on the
Vegas is going to have it in Denver territory at the 44. Wow. Horrible kick.
We've seen him a bunch on Thursday night already this year. This is
Hello, David T. Welcome in.
They move the ball, pick up a few first downs, punt it down to the 1-yard line, get a 3 and out. Now they force a punt, and now they're starting their second drive in plus territory. Now, what can they do with this starting at the Denver 41-yard line?
30-yard punt. Sean Payton, none too pleased with special teams last week. And now his special team starts with a 30-yard boot.
He's got 12 personnel with the 2 tight ends.
2 tight end look for Raiders. Pitch around to Gentry on the outside. He gets hit right away. Stuffed at the line of scrimmage on that one. Hello, Mandy Mary. Welcome in.
Yeah, it's good to see him healthy. I was talking to Vance Joseph this week. One of the guys he brought up was Alex Singleton. He said, week 3 last year, he had the ACL. People forget it's just been about a year. He's just now starting to play his best ball. He said against Dallas and Houston, the last 2 games is where 49 has really stepped up. And
Second out and 10. Second and 10.
2nd and 10, 6.5 to go in the opening quarter.
Smith. Knocked out at the line of scrimmage on the throw. Incomplete. 3rd and 10 coming up. 3rd and 10 coming up.
Now, this is something we're going to keep an eye on. Cooper on one side, here's Benito on the other. Look at this get off. Watch the ball snap. That is a lot of pressure. And he even gets his left hand in there just on the shin of Geno Smith when he followed through. So Stone Forsythe on that side and DJ plays on the other. If they don't get a chip or a tight end to help them out, they would definitely be struggling.
Shotgun formation, 3rd and 10 from the 41.
Post in the league.
Look at the throw. Pressure coming. Going to get hit. Gets it off. How is that backed out wide open? And it's going to go all the way for a 1st down. Wow, that was pathetic.
We've seen a lot of this kind of a copycat in the NFL. A lot of people do this in varying different ways. Mostert, of course, has the speed. There's the pressure from Benito, so it's a foot race. And because of there by the rookie, Dante Thornton. Good job of getting his hands on Riley Moss and give it in the alley there to use his
1st down and 10 at the 30.
From the 30.
Handoff, end around. Tucker on the end around gets a gain of 7. Raiders just driving all over Denver this 1st quarter. This quarter has been all black and silver. It's like Denver's defense isn't even there.
Told us this week, whether it's Genty or, of course, Brock Bowers, he said, there's other guys we have. We just got to get their hands on the ball. And Trey Tucker's one of those guys. And Chip Kelly just trying to find positive yards on 1st and 10.
2nd down and 3 at the Denver 23.
Towards Bowers and Mayer, he got some good yardage.
2nd and 3.
Pressure coming. Across the middle, caught. Mayer on the catch, 1st and 10 at the Denver 12. If you're a Denver fan, you got to be wondering what's going on.
And watch this now, where Geno Smith knows, nobody knows better than a 13-year vet against this pass rush. He's got to be able to see what he sees and then trust it and get the ball out. Trusting his tight ends and receivers are going to get to the top of their route, turn around so he can anticipate and throw on time against this pass rush.
Smith 5 of his first.
There is no pass rush yet. Handoff pitch around there to Genty. Solid run. Gain of about 6. Welcome in, Ken. How you doing, buddy?
It's really hard to look at their stats and really have a definitive opinion because, again, Brock Bowers is so much a part of who they are and identity. they don't have a lot of pieces. You know, you have Bowers and you got the rookie Ashton Genty, and one of them goes down. It causes a lot of headaches for how they can build the identity in this offense. So the numbers.
Second down and 4. Second and 4. Under 4 minutes left.
Second and 4.
Play action. Pressure coming. Caught by Mayer and knocked down. He got maybe a yard. I don't know how he got that caught. 3rd and 2 at the 4.
Either going to get the ball to Genty, who can run, get tough yards to give you a chance at a first down, or Bowers, of course, because he's a weapon anywhere, but especially at short yardage in the low red area.
Running 15 plays.
Denver trying to gotta get the pressure on him here. They better get to him, or this is going to get ugly.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Trips to the right. Calling for the ball. There it is. Hands off Genty. First down. Touchdown Raiders.
Clap your hands!
Well, that was absolutely pathetic.
Jackson Powers, watch him pull around in his wham block and just open it up. He takes Benito out. And a good, tough blocking there. The big tight end, Mayer. Brock Bowers was not in.
Larry Cook, welcome in. Go Raiders and a Lions fan. Welcome in, buddy.
Jackson Powers Johnson to open that up.
Extra point is good. 7-0 Vegas.
Las Vegas coming in here as a big underdog. With 3:02 to go in the quarter, they take the lead. 7-0.
3-0 or 7-0 here. 3 minutes left in the first.
You can still get in on the action live with DraftKings Sportsbook. They've got tons of live betting options at your fingertips. Bet on the next touchdown, next drive, or stack your favorite scores in a live same-game parlay as the action unfolds. And with DraftKings Live Touchdown Score Profit Boost, you can turn a big touchdown into even bigger winnings. New customers download the app and sign up with the code Amazon. The crown is yours.
That was crazy. I would have never expected that. It was just too easy the way they went down there.
Nobody games like Deal Deer. Get slices and sticks in Call of Duty in-game rewards. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Pizza. Check their new game day fit. Oh, snap. DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexible.
Yeah, I like the old stuff. The old one looks good.
This ain't your dad's cable, son.
But they're playing like the old, right now, their defense played like the old Broncos pre-John Elway is what they played like.
Training day starts with the Celsius. First, the weight room. Squat, press, arms. Then it's straight to conditioning. Here's how I show up on game days.
I think I want a dessert. I think I want some donuts.
Put pose for the cameras. And it's to the lake where I keep.
I don't even know if they're still available.
Gotta keep my energy right. Grab a Celsius.
Are they even available?
I know what you're thinking. Here's Kristen Bell on a luxurious vacation with her pretend kids. But I'm really
Some bitch.
my City Strata Elite card.
The witch donuts.
For a fancy dinner where I don't have any.
Why do they still have Halloween donuts? Witch donuts and maybe this thing just isn't refreshed yet. That's crazy. I'm not ordering them because Lord knows I don't need any old donut. That would not be a good thing.
Our highest place. It is those out of the arena. Never forget to honor character.
Build your own 3-count donut. That's not bad. Don't they have a build your own 6-count? There we go. Build your own 6-count. 2.
Series Robin Hood only on MGM Plus. Denver, Colorado on this. Go Veteran in Power Field. Mile High opened in 2001. 7-0 Vegas.
7-0 Vegas.
RJ Harvey and Tyler But they are back deep. Carlson puts it in the air.
Bringing it out of the end zone at the 5, 10, 15, 20. Hit at the 20 and dropped. They'll start right there.
Very happy Raiders. We're going to see Bo Nixon. Of course, he played 61 games in college, 3 years at Auburn, 2 years at Oregon. You covered him a ton of times. What's your take on him right now?
Well, he's a young man. His dad was a high school coach, still is. Obviously played at Auburn himself. So he grew up his whole life wanting to play at Auburn. And he had some good moments there, but ended up leaving where it wasn't the greatest. Faced a lot of adversity, went out to Oregon, and really did an incredible job for the Ducks and came in, I think, with a lot of confidence. And because of all those 61 starts, came in ready to play.
25 years old. The pass right there,
Quick out, caught by Cortland Sutton, short gain.
Class of 24.
Lots of sprinkles. Now you want donuts? I think I'm going to get some of those Krispy Kreme we discussed the other night. Best $20 I'll spend.
As well.
And I'll have a couple for the morning for breakfast. There we go. Just ordered them. I'm going to eat that Oreo one right in front of Mandy. Shotgun, go to throw. 2nd and 4. Pressure coming. Got hit. And goes down for a sack. Took too long to get rid of it. 3rd down and 13. Boos coming from the crowd.
Was thought to be possibly inactive tonight, but don't tell that to Bo Nix right now.
Yeah, we saw Denver's defense do a good job with coverage, and nothing Geno Smith could do. It's the same thing here. I mean, Adam Butler's more of a big anchor up front.
Take it off and run up the middle. That's what you do. Right now, go.
That one's got to, he wants to get out of there and he wants to scramble. And he's got to find his check down and not take that sack, get the ball out.
We'll try some of those fun ones. 3rd and 13, incomplete. 3 and out again for Denver. Twice.
What else is new? This is a team that loves to. They don't love
twice, 3 and out.
Dug themselves into so many holes all season long.
Well, it kind of feels that same trend is starting. And
that way I'll save a couple for Preston for the morning, Make him happy.
And that's what we've seen. The defense, special teams.
Here comes another punt. And if it's a horrible punt, they're going to have great field position again. Hello, Alamania. Welcome in.
All 3 phases clicking for the Raiders.
The cross on the rookie whose first punt.
Got it off.
This one considerably.
All the way down to the 30. Tackled at the 43. Flag is thrown, though.
Bending the goal. Minute and a half to go in the quarter. Bill Vinovich will.
Jim Woods, Krispy Kreme now. Holding on the receiving team.
First down, timeout.
First down, timeout. So they're going to move them back after the kick. Thursday night football on the Prime.
You made the nice list, kid. Page in the flesh. Rookie of the year. Nicely. Swishmas came early this year. Santa.
Who's playing Santa Claus here?
Bryson kept you cool. Very nice.
Yeah, Santa.
CeeDee Lamb breaking those DB's ankles is not very nice, but those routes sure are. Maybe next year, Mr. Green.
You're picking up some of the new flavors in the morning?
On your nice list.
Avatar Fire and Ash arrives in theaters this December. And now, discover how the world of Pandora came to life.
We wanted to give you a glimpse into the making of the Avatar films.
Here's to the stuff that never stopped. To the flavor that found its way.
There we go.
Every place. From just one spot to America's number one.
I got delivery coming here in a couple minutes for some donuts if you'd like some for the morning.
It's an arrival. Wingstop to see it. Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the expertise of this talking head.
Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Fitzpatrick.
But getting that talking head.
And I'm Ryan Fitzgastic.
So they're going to put the ball all the way back at the Vegas 22 when we return. Vegas 22.
I'll introduce you to my beard guy if you like.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Get off me.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Oh, you know what else I need? Where are my sunglasses? Are they in? Are they in behind here? Down below, behind the Orangeburg? No.
No.
Wonderful. Where are my sunglasses?
Not at Metro.
I need to find them.
And you get a 5-year price guarantee. One line of unlimited 5G is now $40, period.
They're
And
not
a
in
free
here.
Samsung 5G phone. Go online or
Huh?
in-store to learn more. Only at Metro.
Remember, I had them recently. Are they? Go out and check in the closet and get my the white Disney thing. I'm gonna wear that in the morning anyway. The white Disney sweatshirt. Let me see if they're in there.
The NWSL playoffs kick off on Prime tomorrow. Battle of East against West. That's the Orlando Pride. Face off against the Seattle Rain in the quarterfinal showdown at 8 p.m. East.
Coming up first and 10.
Prime. Beautiful night in Denver. Temperature in the mid-50s. Right.
Ball marked at the 22. Shotgun formation for the Raiders.
First down as the Raiders start this drive.
Jeffrey, welcome in. Handoff up the middle. Gentry. Gain of 10. First down. Big run. Gentry.
The biggest surprise so far is the line of scrimmage. It's really, you look at the right guard, Jackson Powell Johnson.
I know, caller.
A really good job of pulling around, getting up there.
Hello.
Supported by DoorDash service providers for quality.
Hello.
Hi, this is your DoorDash driver.
Yeah.
Do you have any Oreo
First play drive, pick up more positive yards and another.
Just give me the glaze then.
Okay.
Thank you.
Drop it off underneath.
Handoff. Gentry again. Gain of 7. Hello, Park Hop Magic. Kelly, good to see you. Greg Lira, hello. Welcome in.
Again, it's just the first quarter, but Chip Kelly is on top of things as a play caller, doing a really good job with a mixed bag, different formations. He's got some motions.
Second down and 4.
Trying to slow them down. He knew coming in what they were facing with his line against this defensive front. Like we said, they're playing as well for Vance Joseph as any defense in the league. But this first quarter, mixed looks, running the football straight.
Second and 4, under center. Denver needs to put some pressure on here. Pitch around the outside. Gentry, first down and more. Cross midfield. Down to the 40, down to the 30. Running all over Denver tonight. And we got flags down. No, not in there. Open the safe. Look in the safe.
This is on.
Holding. Offensive number 18.
No.
No. Close that up. Looking out. Looking all 3 of those.
Anything to do with the play. Jack Besh was out to the outside, and he's a grinder, man. That's kind of what he's known for coming out of TCU as a rookie. Started his career in college at LSU. Kind of a hybrid tight end receiver. But here, Jennings, you'll see him cut to the up the middle.
Son of, where the heck am I? Hold on, let me see. Are they back in here? No. Let me check back. Here they are. They're black. I can't see them. Put them in my case.
32 yards.
They should be the good ones in there.
14. And they're going to let the clock run.
Clock runs out. End of the quarter.
But a good quarter for the Raiders. Denver without a first down in the period.
Good quarter for the Raiders. Denver doesn't even have a first down.
Las Vegas 7.
When we come back, it'll be 2nd and 12 on the Vegas 30. After the penalty. That's a big penalty. Big penalty. Red roses too. Keith Winter, hello. Welcome in. Anybody brand new in here, please say hello in the chat. We'd love to welcome you in. These bots are like ants at a picnic. They just keep coming. Wait.
We conquered your lands. Now
Everything I had is gone.
rebellion can spread like a plague.
What is this they're trying to get us to watch? I don't even know. You get so much odd stuff on Prime.
Wendy's has new chicken tenders. Crispy, juicy, tendery tendies. Ooh, that's fun to say. Tendies. 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 And they're so good, maybe we should change our... For Tendies you're going to know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
This Adam is not on WhatsApp.
Time to bring the music.
Yeah, I'm going back to Disney.
This Adam is. This Adam's Donation Day update got lost on our million group texts.
Dun, dun, dun.
This Adam got the update because his WhatsApp group pinned it to the top of the chat.
Huh. Okay, I'm live, comma. I'll watch this later. Dun, dun, dun. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, our mods do a really good job.
Aerial coverage tonight presented by United Airlines. Field at Mile High. Numbers through the first quarter. Surprisingly, Raiders coming in as the big underdog. 44 pass yards to -3.
Siri, take a screenshot.
As we start the second quarter.
All right, starting the second quarter.
Second down and 12.
Second down and 12. Raiders going left to right on your screen. Going to throw. Pressure coming. 4-man around. Underneath. Incomplete. Bad throw.
Phenomenal game on Sunday. First time he's looked this way.
Here I am thinking, get it out, get it out, get it out, get it out. But the offensive line, again, is holding up pretty good. Now, they only rush 4, but Denver this year has been so spoiled. A lot of times they only have to rush 4 and they get home. This is where Vance Joseph...
Third down and 12. Third and 12. Big for Denver right here. If they want to get the ball back. Change the energy in the field position. Vegas looking for something down the field. Pressure coming from the outside. Go to throw. About to get hit. He's going down. They swallowed him up. 3 of them got there. He did not have a chance to get that out. I mean, that was ridiculous pressure.
He's really been challenging Benito and others to attack the football. Look for that right elbow and get that ball out. They've not been able to create as many turnovers as you would think with all these sacks, only 7 on the year. And you can see
Siri, take a screenshot.
He got around the corner and he's ripping to try to get to that football. Geno Smith able to hold on to it.
Meanwhile, at the bottom of that pile, Jackson.
Geno was able to hold on to it just barely. We got a Raider down, though. A Raider down.
He gets pushed. Bull rush back into the quarterback there by John.
We're going to have a timeout.
Step away here.
Oh. We got a timeout for the injury. Siri, take a screenshot.
Huh? Nature sure is full of wonders. Red Bull gives you wings. Red Bull Zero. Zero sugar. 100% wings with monk fruit extract. Tried it yet?
I'm like so starstruck.
I know. He's so much taller in person.
I'm struggling with his proportions.
Yeah, because you're taking too long. You know, in under 2 minutes on the Geico app. Little to the right, G? Yeah. If they can work wonders that fast, why can't I?
Siri, take a screenshot.
Voila.
Spitting image.
Show off.
What was that?
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
This is what you can buy for $10 at KFC $10 Tuesdays. And this is what you could buy for $10 at a coffee shop.
This is coffee.
I know. It was expensive.
Get more bang for your bucket at KFC. 8 pieces of original recipe fried chicken or 8 tenders for just $10.
You're going to like this story because it's about you. When does it start? With a flight time that works for you And
darn, delete.
where does this story take place? Destinations far, far, far away, or ones you used to call home. And if
Siri, take a screenshot.
there's no fee to change your flight.
Siri, take screenshot.
Well, that's up to you. Because when we built the world's biggest airline, we built it around you.
We are at a commercial break right now.
You watch on TV.
I watch for the drama.
I watch for the pregame Punt. I watch for the chemistry.
I watch live TV for all the free channels I love in one app.
Thursday Night Football Pro. It's on. Next week, classic rivals meet again as the New York Jets take on the New England Patriots.
Mr. Thibodeau gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, Jason. Sue is Mariah, Gonzo, Mitch, and Jay, all blessed because of your generosity. Thank you for blessing myself and Preston and this channel. Thank you so much.
We'll take a look at him, at least in the 10 at first. From the fourth down, Jake Cole is in the punt.
All right, Raiders to punt. Raiders to punt.
Back to receive for the Broncos.
Thank you, Jason. Very nice. Those blessings help us tremendously. Thank you. Dropped it, kicks it now. Goes out of bounds somewhere around the 30. Still got it off and got rid of it. Max Crosby.
Once again, we'll take a look at Cole.
Yeah, perfect snap.
Yeah.
I don't know if the wind impacted that or what. But a good job of keeping his focus there and getting that ball out.
Might have impacted the kick a little bit. Bouncing ball for 45 yards. Keep an eye on Crosby. There's every.
All right. There's the blessings being acknowledged. Thank you so much.
The Raiders, Jackson.
First down and 10. First down and 10.
So the Broncos have gone 3 and out on their first 2 drives.
Play action, go to throw. Pressure coming. Dumps it underneath. Did Harvey catch it?
Flag is down. R.J. Harvey, the intended.
I don't know if Harvey caught it or not.
Will tell us.
What's the flag?
In a moment.
Holding against Denver.
Raider bench. What do you want to do?
Offensive number 89. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Well, first and 20 now.
41.
First and 20.
Last week, and it's cold here.
That's against Max Crosby. I don't care if you're 21, 41, however old you are. He works inside on you. A lot of times you're going to see that tonight. Even when Max doesn't make plays, he creates holding calls. He creates, or he gets a double team or a triple team, and he frees up somebody else. I don't know if there's anybody quite as committed 52 weeks out of the year for his. All right. Every time we sit down and visit with him, people are amazed with what he does.
First and 20.
First and 20. Harvey on a short play. Gain of 4. Second and 16.
How hard he plays. He can do different things, whether it's me.
Second and 16. Lila Rose, hello, welcome in.
Think about him as that great pass rusher, but he has shown an ability to do gaps with that length. 15.5 sacks in 12 career games against Denver. So they will slide towards him, chip, nudge, whatever they can do to try to slow him.
Trips to the right. Look at the throw. Nix gets it off. Almost intercepted. Good Lord, that's horrible. 3rd and 16 coming up.
3rd down and 16, Sutton, the intended receiver. And so Nix is now one of his first 3 for 6 yards.
Yeah, and again, I think with this coverage, he's probably expecting Sutton to kind of continue to work downfield, and instead he stops with a jam corner.
Look at the throw. Needs to get 17 yards on a play. Throws caught. It's going to be short, though, by about 3 yards. 4th and 3 coming up. Are they going to punt or go for it? Looks like they're saying they're going to go for it.
To go for it from his own 40 on a 4th and 3.
From his own 40. This is big. This is big.
But how intent he looked to at this play call. Look, they're going fast, and the Raiders aren't ready.
And then the official has to step in. Offense makes a change. Defense has to be allowed to as well.
Another defender.
Right, guys coming off and on.
Sue, welcome in.
And ready for the snap.
4th and 3. They're just trying to draw them.
Just trying to draw them off right now. Nope. Not yet anyway. The Raiders saying, man, we held our ground.
Disney Freak, hello. How long line Disney for? Just the weekend. They're going to take the flag and they're going to punt. Take the flag and punt. Just for the weekend.
All right.
Tell you what,
Yes, keep hitting that like. Cake says keep hitting the like. We are 30 likes away from triple digits. We're always trying to get to triple digits on the night.
Last year, the Raiders going to Kansas City. They're a big underdog. And it was a fumbled snap that precluded what might have been a 50-yard game-winning field goal where the Raiders hung in there and lost 19-17.
Boom. Oh, that's horrible.
And it bounced out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
That was horrible.
So, after all that, now the crowd can really get into the building.
Crowd all over the team here. Just missing me? Sorry, that stinks.
For the Broncos.
Denver's punter is horrible tonight. He'll be down there this week coming up. Nice. Very nice.
This is way too much.
Except it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm just down there going to the parties this weekend.
Because Rachel only spent $75.
Going to the opening parties, you know. That's a good time, I think. Or at least it'll be a work time for me because I got a lot to get done while we're there. Watching from the Philippines, just like the sub. Welcome in, Richard, from the Philippines. Thank you for being here tonight.
So special teams was a problem last week. Darren Ritchie, who was with Sean and New Orleans, and now in his first year here as the special teams coach. And you saw that one looked like he was trying to kick a field goal.
That was horrible. First and 10.
And Strapper comes in right guard for Las Vegas first half from the 29-yard line.
Handoff, Genty. Nothing, maybe a yard. 1 yard on the play.
Guys, well, Alex Kapp was in there because Jackson Powers Johnson is back in the locker room. You saw him come off the field.
Thank you, Richard.
The blue tint was up. He had a quick chat with the training staff. Shook his head, didn't even want to go in. He knew he needed more of an examination than he could get in that blue tent. Got on the golf cart, and now we're told he's questionable to return because of an ankle injury.
Yeah, the whole line, including him, off to a good start tonight.
Can you grab the door, please? 2nd and 9. Look at the throw. Goes underneath Bowers. Or is it Mayer? Mayer juggled and dropped. Incomplete. Steve Browning, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you.
They do a really good job of just being keyed in on this potential screen. Look how quickly Greenlaw reacts to that. Best thing that happened is Mayer did not catch that football.
So 3rd and 9. Smith is 7 of 10.
3rd and 9. 3rd and 9. Here they come again from the outside. Steps up, throws, caught. Bowers, first down. How's he that wide open? Big game all the way to the Denver 39.
And you wondered who would draw the man-to-man battle without having Patrick Surtain, and it's the rookie, Sade Barron, who draws that matchup. That is a tough matchup. You put a bigger safety on him that maybe he's not as fast. You put a smaller guy like Barron who can run with him but is overpowered. This is a wide receiver that
Thank you. You want one? You just crack that seal for me at least. That's dropped. Incomplete. You're an Eagles fan? Nice. We do a bunch of Eagles games. We do a lot of games. We do over 100 games on this channel.
It's exactly how he looks. He's just
See what I mean?
one of these guys who they want to
You
do
got two hands. That's tough. Thank you.
and shows up on every day.
Couple different ones.
Chip Kelly told me today, it's like he's an old soul. You know, he's just a guy that's very mature beyond his years, hardest working guy on the team, and they're going to try to create matchups for Geno Smith tonight. Find out who's going to match up with him man to man.
Second down and 10. Second and 10. Throws to a screen out there outside. Got about 3.
Third down and about 7.
Third down and about 7.
Could have run the football instead, just flips it out there for Tucker. Had a couple blockers out in front, trying to give him some positive yards, set up a little bit more of a manageable third down situation here.
So the Broncos best in the league defensively on third down.
Third and 7. Third and 7.
Smith. Bowers in motion, back and forth.
Bowers going all over the place, back and forth. Smith to throw. Incomplete. We got a flag down.
Offside. Defense number 0. Lined up in the neutral zone. 5 yards.
Offsides defense.
So for the 3rd and 7, that makes it a 3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2.
They catch a break here. Pretty obvious. Just leaning right over the line of scrimmage. Talked a lot about Nick Benito and Jonathan Cooper on the other side. He's going to sat down.
Awesome. Thank you, Richard. Now it's 3rd and 2.
Just one guy. It's really across the board.
Mostert in the backfield, 3rd and 2.
Short run, he didn't get it. He did not get it. They're in field goal range, though. They're in field goal range, so.
2 yards to go.
I thought the left side of the line jumped a little bit early. Maybe they got off with the ball. It looked like they got out. They're okay. But yeah, Geno Smith is not necessarily the guy you think about when it comes to the quarterbacks.
Are they going for it on 4th and 2? Raiders are going for it on 4th and 2.
4th and 2.
They get Chinty back in.
Got up in the tight formation.
Single back set. Bowers in motion. Going to throw. Gets hit as he throws. First down. We got flags down all over the place, though. It's a touchdown, but we got flags down.
The 2 flags came flying in.
I think they might have gotten Thornton, the rookie, setting a pick.
Pass interference. Offense.
Yeah, he tries to
move it back.
Pick on Johnny Barrett. You know, he just had too much intent the way he was looking him up. You know, right now he's looking to try to screen him. It was actually on Brandon Jones at the free safety. And you put your hands up as you're running that route, and if you take your eyes off of him, probably get away with that. But he sized him up the whole way and then put his arms, kind of came through, brought the attention of the officials there. So
I think that's going to bring the punter in. They went from a touchdown to the punter.
It would be a 59-yard field, but the wind is too swirly to try anything like that tonight.
They get it off.
So cold punt. And they bounce at the 1 and it skids into the end zone.
Oh, they're going to mark it at the 1 again.
Touch at the 1 yard line.
Wow.
I think that ball took a
wow.
hard right and went out of the second punt in a row. He's put inside the 1 yard line.
And nobody touched it.
Oh, that's perfect.
Unbelievable. The luck they're having with their punters having it on. Hope you guys are having a great time tonight. Appreciate you being here. If anybody's brand new, sub it up, say hello. We'd love to welcome you in the right way.
You know, what's better than a great touchdown? 5 great touchdowns.
Jamal Charles cooking.
See, those are grown man touchdowns right there.
Grown man touchdowns.
So what it means, weird beard? You look like you about to give out the Gettysburg Address. You got a log cabin? That stovepipe hat? What's the spread, Brian? Is it 4 scores?
New customers bet $5 to get 300 if your bet wins. Pay instantly in both.
It's amazing how many betting commercials you get nowadays.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Everything's about the gambling.
That day was ruined.
I remember when that was illegal.
That my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Mouse talk. We now get in around 11. We'll be over to Magic Kingdom probably by 1. I know you're going early in the morning though.
When football makes you hungry, order.
Our flight got canceled. Well, we had to book another flight. So instead of getting there at 9 a.m., we're not getting there till 11 now.
Nothing outlasts Energizer Ultimate Lithium AA.
We will be over at Magic by 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Grandpa was in the military. He shared membership with your mom so she could share with you.
Everybody say hello to Mouse Talk. That's one of our partner channels, along with Zippity Doo Doug in the chat right now. Mouse Talk does content from the Disney parks, does a great job. It also has a baseball channel as well.
Coverage getting underway at 1:30 Eastern time. Kickoff at 3 Eastern time. Black Friday.
Black Friday, there's going to be football.
An opportunity on a 32 at about the 32-yard line. Get pushed back after a penalty, but A.J. Cole once.
First down and 10 from the 1 again.
Of special teams.
Yeah, it's changed a lot of stuff, Richard.
Right at that 1-yard line again. See if they get a 3 and out like they did last time and get good field position.
One of the craziest passes we've ever seen. From the 1 yard.
Play action, look at the throw. Gets it off. Caught. Gain of about 7. Second down and 3. Second and 3.
Broncos fourth quarter comebacks, and while they make most of us marvel, J.K. Dobbins sees them in a different light. He says, we need to do better. We're doing this in the fourth quarter because we just start so bad. He's concerned that eventually those slow starts will come back to bite them, but he said what they have proven to themselves is that they're building character and confidence.
Second down and 3. Second and 3.
They need that to come into play now.
Mitch Adventures, welcome in. Congratulations.
And that's a great tackle in the middle of a lot of traffic by Eric.
Third down and 1 coming up. Short catch to Franklin.
You're right. 6'1", 193-pounder. Dealing with
short catch to Franklin.
He knows there's a good chance that ball's coming out quickly. He's got to have outside leverage, push the ball back to the inside. Not only does he keep leverage with that left arm, he's able to keep his right arm free and gets it all to make that tackle. And look, that's
third and 1. Third and 1. Shotgun, going to throw. Nick's going to run for it. Trying to run for his life. Throws on the run. Incomplete. And they're going to punt again. They still don't have a first down.
Into the game, and Denver does not have a single first down.
No, they do not. And I tell you what, Max Crosby does just enough here to get off that block, flush him out of the pocket.
He had a guy wide open.
Nix is very athletic.
He threw it too far.
Loses the accuracy, especially going to his left. He wants to roll to his right. But that defensive line, without having to blitz, does their job again after that.
Here's another punt.
Every punch in an adventure. The rookie, Warshaw.
The heck does this guy do now?
His fourth punt of the night. Snap is good.
That's another bad one.
And again, it is angled and goes out of bounds near midfield.
They're going to have the ball inside of their own territory again. This guy stinks. Just at midfield. Wow, that's his third punt that's bad. Denver fans just shocked. I don't know. They look horrible tonight.
Number 34, 5-yard penalty from the end of the kick. First down.
Yep, they got the ball in Denver territory.
Well, guys, it's time for Pressure Tested, presented by Nissan. So how about this? We took a flight with the Broncos skydiving team to jump into Denver's elite pass rush this season. They're 40 sacks through 9.
Alice Campbell, welcome in.
And it's not just one guy.
Welcome in, welcome in.
They are the only team in the league with 3 players that have 5 or more sacks. You could say there's no smooth landing for any of the quarterbacks who have to face Denver this season.
Well, tonight, they've added to that total with a total 7:40 to go in the opening half. Raiders taking over at the 44.
Geno Smith to throw.
Along the sideline. Catch is made there by Greg Tucker.
Short catch.
Short game.
Second down.
Sacks a game. That's the 4th highest in NFL history. So,
wow.
there's the field position. Thanks to A.J. Cole, what he's been able to do in pinning Denver back inside their 1-yard line a couple times. They're gonna wave.
Incomplete pass.
They're gonna wave this one off on that sideline.
Tucker stepped out, then came back.
There it is.
Yeah, he stepped out, then came back in. It's going to be incomplete. Second down.
Negates a 4-yard gain, makes it 2nd and 10. And again, after the announcement was made, they want a fresh play clock. And will likely get it.
The receiver did reestablish for an illegal touching. Penalty's the same. Second down.
What a shift goal.
Second down and 10. Second and 10.
Exactly halfway through the quarter. So back to 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And around, hit the backfield.
Tackle made in the backfield that time.
Bowers lost yards on that. 3rd and 14. That was a nice play right there.
Lost to 5.
Anytime you see Brock Bowers lined up opposite and he's off the ball like this, that signifies to this man to be ready for that, because it's not your typical jet sweep. It hits much faster with him lined up as a tight end. So you got to be ready right now to be able to make that play. Nick Benito.
NRL fan, welcome in. It says, go Raiders.
Loss of 4 on the tackle for the loss. 3rd and 14.
3rd and 14. They're coming at him again. He gets it off. Caught. Bowers knocked out of bounds. 4th down and about 5. From a Denver 38.
Forcing him out. 4th down and 5. And Pete Carroll now. Again with a swirling wind. You want to try a 55-yard field goal.
It's a 55-yarder in the wind.
Probably 4th and 5.
4th and 5. They're going to go for it. Looks like Denver's sending the house. They are sending pressure. He gets hit. He's down. He got sacked. It's going to be Denver ball.
For the Raiders, whose Bongo comes in. Blitzes. Sticks it.
And if you walk it up, you try to figure
Wow.
out who's coming and who's not. You'd love to see Mostert be able to kick out to the outside to be able to help out. He's in no man's land. Doesn't pick up it.
Please don't curse, NFL, NRL. We want you in here. We won't tolerate it, my friend. Too many kids that watch. I don't like to encourage that. I get that you're upset for your team. I get you. Fully understandable the way they're playing right now. I was that way with my Ravens earlier this year. But I didn't curse. We ask our friends not to do the same.
From breakfast to late night, McDonald's is putting value back.
No, they're not. The kicker's doing horrible, Steve. The Denver kicker's doing horrible tonight. It's hard to believe. And you go wash the dishes to make some dinner. Okay, Mitch, thanks for coming in.
Coming back.
I hope Denver does. I picked them in my pool today. I picked them to win this game because of everything, so I hope they do.
Experience remission at 1 and even 2 years. Some saw 100.
Denver's punter has just been off. He kicked one off the side of his foot. He kicked one off the front of his leg. I don't know if he can't see the ball or what.
Check you for infections and TB. Tell your
It's not affecting the Raiders punter, so I can't say it's the weather.
Healing is possible. with Tremfya.
Know what I mean?
Tremfya now offers self-administration from the start.
5:58 left in the half. The Raiders have a chance here. The Broncos have a chance here to be tied at halftime. You know, they got 5 minutes, 6 minutes on the clock, and they got the ball at midfield. If they can move the ball, they haven't even got a first down yet. They got to get their first down of the game.
Hard work and dedication. What's been the highlight of your career? And that have to be big guy. Helping people keep more money in their wallet with no overdraft fees.
Weren't you in the Hall of Fame?
And didn't you live in space? What's in your wallet?
Rain, make it, rain, girl, make it.
Miss Thibodeau, hello, welcome in.
Everybody's loving that Grubhub deal with Prime, huh?
Amazon Prime member, you can get $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. Go to Amazon.com/Grubhub, activate your free Grubhub Plus membership, and start ordering with $0 delivery fees on Grubhub. From top restaurants.
Yeah, they need something to get going, Warrior.
Eligible orders only. Terms and additional fees apply. Should we just start call for?
I can control the radio.
Never mind.
Gino on the sideline is very demonstrative right there with Mostert. And Pickett comes in to try to get things down the backup quarterback.
Yeah, then he really gets worked up. But then he has a few moments.
Geno Smith is yelling at everybody.
Down to Mostert, round down the entire offense. They blew some opportunities. They had a couple opportunities in plus territory and 0 first downs. Up to that.
All right, here we go. First down and 10, Broncos. They're on their own side of the 50-yard line, trying to move it across into Raider territory for the first time tonight. They will. Big run on the outside. J.K. Dobbins on the run.
To the Raider bench again at 13.
Now the Raiders took a chance and rolled the dice, brought the blitz from Jamal Adams. He goes out wide, and by going wide, right there, it opens up because of the nice blocking on that right side.
First down and 10, Broncos at the Vegas 40.
Good vision there to cut that one back where the grass was.
Took almost 25.
First and 10, trips to the left. Tight end in motion, going to reset as a fullback. Handoff again, Dobbins, spin move. Got about 2. 1, maybe 2. We got a late flag. Holding offense. Denver just kicking their own selves in the backside tonight.
Guys, the Broncos linebacker Nick Video's out of the blue tent. The team says there's no official injury designation to give him. I saw him give his teammates a thumbs up when he came out of the tent. He was grabbing for his left knee, but he's reassuring everybody he's ready to go.
And nodding, some thumbs up. They took a sack.
First and 20 now, all the way back at midfield. Bruce Gutierrez, welcome in, Bruce.
First and 20 from the 50.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Nix rolls to his right, dumps it out. Hit right away, no gain. Harvey on the catch. Sub it up if you're new, if you haven't yet already. I need 13 likes to get over triple digits. Trying to hit that. Second and 18 now, second and 18.
Obviously, early in his career was a safety. He's moved up to being kind of a big nickel, and now even playing some linebacker in his Patrick Graham scheme. Brings a lot of energy and juice, as we know.
Second down, 18.
Second down and 18. Need to get about 8 on this one. Nix takes off. Throws on a run. Caught first down and more. Down the sideline he goes. Knocked out of bounds at the 5. Bryant on the catch. And a massive Denver.
Zeroed in on him instead of worried about looking at coverage behind him. And in respect, they probably heard the last 3 days, look out for Bo Nix. If he breaks contain, he steps up away from Max Crosby. You better be ready because he's a threat with his feet. Their eyes were on him instead of behind them.
First and goal. First and goal at the 5. Play action. Harvey in the backfield. Going to step out of bounds. He got nothing. Second and goal now at the 7. They lost a yard or two. Why are you throwing basically a lateral pass? Go to the end zone. That's where the points are.
Jeremy Chin was one of them, moving him from strong safety down closer.
Susan Silva says, we need 10 likes. Let's get them.
They want to get their better playmakers near the line of scrimmage, and that time he's able to get off of a block and get involved there and being able to push him out of bounds for no gain.
Second and goal.
Second and goal. Second and goal.
3 minutes left in the half. Slips to the outside.
Shotgun, looking to throw. Nix throws. Touchdown, Denver. Who is it? Troy Franklin, who I started in fantasy football. That's what I'm talking about.
Clap your hands!
It's always good when a fantasy guy scores a touchdown.
Who played with Bo Nix in college in Oregon. Gives him a chance there to be able to make that catch against man coverage. There's his eyes, being patient, finding the rhythm, steps up, puts it on the money for the touchdown.
18 straight.
Extra points, good. We're tied, everybody. We're tied. Juan Molina, hello, welcome in.
To tie the game, it all starts with that Benito sack, giving the ball near midfield, about 53 yards.
There you go. You got 2:41 left in the game. 2:41 in this game. Still a lot of time out there. Whole lot of time. If you're brand new, sub it up. Say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. We welcome friends to come in and chat with us here on a late Thursday night.
Yes, and I let them manage some investments for me too.
Let's move on, shall we?
No can do.
Look it out there.
Where are you going?
Schwab.
Schwab, a modern approach to wealth management.
That was nice job working it from Nix. I'll give him credit.
Of their drives have started deep in their own territory. It's going to be very frustrating for the Raiders, who had a very good first half until now.
Yeah, had opportunities. You can't blame Pete Carroll for being aggressive with the record that they have. They're on the road. They kind of had Denver on the ropes, and they're trying to be able to go for an early big lead and trying to be aggressive. And Hufunga ends up coming up with that sack.
All right, here comes the kickoff. Fans of Green Bay Packers, welcome in.
Denver is probably only secure if they're like 16 or 17 points behind going into the fourth quarter. We'll see what happens.
Different team late.
Touchback.
Yeah, they play with a different urgency. We saw it again last week against Houston. It's kind of just been, when it happens almost every week, it's not an accident. You know, it's they almost know that they're going to find a way to win a game. And so I think the challenge that Sean Payton is trying to hit his leaders with is, guys, we love you. You can do that. And we might need that later in the year, but let's get locked in and play with that same urgency early in these games.
First down and 10. First down and 10. Ball at the Vegas 35. Shotgun formation. Raiders working left to right on your television screen. Gonna throw. 3-man coming. They're gonna get to him. And it might not be a sack. He might be back to the line of scrimmage. I think he will be. Second down and 10. Second and 10.
Geno Smith and the Raiders respond to the energy back in the stadium after a touchdown here by Bo Nix. And right away they throw it. They try to throw the football. And there it is on the inside. Malcolm Roach. You know, DJ Jones, Malcolm Roach, John Franklin Myers. A lot of these guys get overlooked because of all the attention on Jonathan Cooper, Nick Benito, and Zach Allen. But they got a lot of depth.
So we got a timeout coming of some sort here.
No gain on the play. He had sacked. He give him credit for a sack.
That's right.
So that would be his.
Looks like Denver took the timeout. Denver took the timeout.
So they want the ball back. They'll also get the ball to start the second half. Second down and 10.
Second down and 10. Second and 10. Shotgun again. Trips to the right. Trips to the right. Handoff. Genty up the middle. He gets hit pretty much right away. Got a couple yards on a play. And I imagine Genty, I always want to put an R in his name. Genty, another timeout, Denver. 3rd down and 6.
If they're going to hang around, they're going to have to find ways to get him the football. It took a little bit of time to finally get him a target. And Denver's done everything they can to take him away. This is a big 3rd down play where you got
big 3rd down play in the game right here.
A play, but other than that, it's been a quiet first half for big number 89. Vance Joseph has got his defense locked in on 89 and trying to make Juno Smith have to go other places to be able to get productive yards.
3rd and 6. Benito's back in after that visit to the Blues head because of his knee. 3rd down and 6. Roger goes to the outside.
Look at the throw. Pressure coming. He's going to get sacked.
At the 32-yard line, that pressure again. Allen and Benito converge.
This is what we thought we would see up front in the
2-minute warning. He's going to count down to the 2-minute warning.
It's going up against a very talented group up front. And I tell you, I think Zach Allen is probably one of the most underappreciated players in the National Football League, especially for an interior guy with the length that he has and the hands that he plays with. And he's so productive at being able to get after a quarterback.
Takes us to the 2-minute warning in a tie game.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place. Or your breakfast faves like pancakes, eggs, and bacon, or French toast with sausage and eggs are all just $6.
Not that I know of. As far as I'm concerned, I know they have to have negative yardage to be a sack. That's always been my understanding of it.
Only pay for what you need. Liberty, 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 liberty.
The Nissan Rogue takes that after hit.
So 4th and 12, we're going to have a punt when we return from the 2-minute warning. Denver will get 2 minutes to do what they can with it at the end of the half. And then they have to, they're going to get the ball back to start the second half as well. So an interesting spot in the game right here.
Stand in stuffed shells, don't wobble, don't slide. Stand up straighter than an old trail guy. Then hold your cheese, your hopes, your dreams.
Old El Paso doing commercials now.
Paso, old El Paso.
Today, let's paint with Behr, America's most trusted paint brand.
Wait, we don't have Behr.
Well, with Behr, you can paint a whole room for under $100. How much did you spend?
More?
I thought you said you researched this.
Don't overpay for your next project. Get Behr quality at an everyday low price. Available at the Home Depot.
Come to Colorado with me for the holidays.
We have not heard from Joy.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So stupid to come here, offer some fantasy.
You must be sorry for loving somebody.
Come again?
The NFL International Games return to debut in Berlin. And on NFL Network, Power Stars come out in the morning. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons are ready to run wild. And Daniel Jones and the Colts are looking to build on their hot start. It's Sunday Morning Football.
Sunday Morning Football. Hello, Neil. Welcome in.
Sunday at 9:30 Eastern on NFL Network.
2 more weeks of the morning football, and then that'll be done for the year.
Ready for the State Farm halftime show. They tell me it's Fashion Week in Denver. Apparently, Fitz never got to work. Yeah, Rich, look at that.
Oh, man.
Get him out of there.
All right, here we go. Here's the punt. Got it off. Collected at the 30. Nothing. He didn't get anything. He's at the... I don't know where they're going to mark that. Let me see where they're going to mark that.
Of course, they first, so they'll get the ball in the second half as well. But nobody as good as Sean Payton at the end of the half of coming up with ways to be able to help his quarterback. At the very least, with the one timeout, get into field goal range. They're obviously going to hold on to that timeout, that one timeout, as long as they can. But you'll see some urgency here from both ends.
So the Broncos going for the 2-for-1. They'll get the ball to start the second half.
Play action. Look at the throw. Dumps it underneath and dropped. Should have caught it first. Tried to run without it. Tried to run without it.
Here with consistency of being able to hold on to the football, but they just that time just did not finish the play and look it in. And had the escort out in front, Evan Engram had a blocker, had probably at least first down yardage, probably a chance to get out of bounds too.
Said second down and 10. Nix 7 for 11 for 80 yards.
Amber.
And the one touchdown pass.
Second down and 10. Second and 10. Throws caught.
34 by
Engram on the catch. Gain of about 8.
This is where his command of this offense in his second year really could come into play. Already lined up, ready to go.
3rd and 3.
Look at the throw. 3rd and 3. Pressure coming. Gets it off. Caught. Almost midfield. Bryant, we got a late flag. What is the late flag?
A lot of penalties. This one's going to go in Denver.
Pass interference. Offensive 13.
Pass interference offense. Wow. They've called that twice tonight.
Well, they ended up calling it on the rookie, Pat Bryant, offensive pass interference. There's a push off at the top of the route with that left hand against Jeremy Chin before he makes that catch.
3rd and 13 now. 3rd and 13.
And they had the ball right around midfield.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Takes off running, throws on a run, caught, first down. Cortland Sutton on the catch.
Good job there. You know, he told us one of the quarterbacks.
Not technically a toilet. Not technically a toilet.
He said Matthew Stafford.
First down. They're trying to keep it moving without running their last timeout. 1 minute. 1 minute. We got a false start. Denver with the penalties is killing them tonight. I thought the Raiders used to be the team of the penalties. Not tonight. False start on Denver.
Six against Denver, 4 against
Vegas. Offensive 69. 5-yard penalty. No first down.
False start.
Our rules require the 10-second runoff. Please reset the game clock at 48 seconds.
They're taking the 10-second runoff down to 48.
Crosby, you don't blame him in these obvious passing situations. Crosby right away, like, guys, help me out here. Flinch. So Denver, a couple penalties, right? It looks like they got some momentum. Penalties setting.
1st and 15. They got to move down the field here quickly. Big pass. Incomplete. Franklin. He was looking for him. Couldn't get it.
Covered there by Stokes. 2nd and 15 with 43 seconds.
Even with that 10-second runoff on the previous penalty, you still have 43 seconds in the one timeout.
You got 43 seconds and a timeout. You got time to get into your kicker's area, you know?
Raiders have not pressured the quarterback all year. Their pressure rate's one of the worst at 31st out of 32 teams.
Trips to the right. Nope. Correction. Yeah, trips to the right. Trips to the right. Look at the throw. Pressure coming. Nix throws on the run. Down the field. Got a man. Intercepted. Kelly is at 25, 30. Tackled right there at the 35. Pass was to go to Bryant. He threw into double coverage. Thank you for following on Instagram. Appreciate it.
To frustrate people just because it's one thing to give your guy a chance on a 50-50 ball. It's another thing, especially when you have the idea of trying to get points on the board and just throwing it up. You know, I mean, he just basically throws that up and hopes that Franklin can make a play on it. Eventually, he got pressure from 9 on the backside, Tyree Wilson.
That was horrible.
That's why he ended up just trying to heave this up in hopes that Franklin can make a play on it. That's just a poor decision, and that's not a 50-50 ball. That's just throwing it up and hoping.
That was a bad decision.
Kelly, third year in the league.
27 seconds. Raiders have all 3 timeouts. This could turn into 3 for them.
27 seconds.
Look at the throw. Going down the field. Got a man. Incomplete. Out of his hands. Was Thornton he was looking at.
That's an absolute perfect throw by Geno Smith against his pass rush. He knows he's got to get that ball out. This is what Thornton was brought in as a rookie to be able to do, is make plays downfield. He's up against Riley Moss over that outside shoulder. He adjusts to it late.
In and out of his hands.
Just doesn't secure the ball for a huge gain and easily puts him into field goal range.
Second down and 10 with 21 seconds.
36, 21 seconds.
Looks like we're going to get a timeout here. Timeout Raiders. Clock was running out.
Las Vegas. 30-second timeout.
Well, we're talking about the standings earlier on. Denver tied for the best record in the league, 7-2 at this point. In the AFC West, of course, Kansas City's won it 9 straight years. If Denver can win tonight's game, they're 10 days off. They play Kansas City here, obviously a huge game. Then a bye week. So this would be, after tonight, 1 game in 23 days. Talk about getting guys healthy.
Right. And the timing of this, I was talking to Bo Nix about that on the field before.
Gotcha, Greg.
The bye last year came so late. This year, with this Thursday night game, kind of a mini bye, and then you play next week, and then, like you said, you get another bye. It's a great time to get Surtain and everybody else healthy. Need 25 yards here.
Shotgun. Look at his throw. Pressure coming. Got time. Underneath. Lockett. Gets out of bounds. 15 seconds on the clock. 3rd and 1 at the 45. 3rd and 1 at the 45.
Inside the 45-yard line to give them a chance. Another 10 to 15 yards would be great. Still have the 2 timeouts. Right now, Geno Smith has that internal clock, respecting what this Denver defense can do as far as getting after him. Already 5 sacks on the night. He's got to get that ball out quickly.
As the whole field to work with. He's with 2 timeouts, 3rd down and 1.
3rd down and 1. Pressure coming. Shuttle pass. He's going to get down right there. Clock keeps running. They're going to end it. It's halftime. Halftime, everybody.
With DJ Clay's second-year guy out of Maryland, just not able to hold up without having a tight end or a back or somebody chipping to help him out. I'm sure that'll be part of the halftime adjustments for Chip Kelly and the Raiders offense.
To Kelly we go.
Well, Pete, the Broncos pass rush keeps finding ways to get after Geno. How do you slow him down?
Well,
let's see here.
We got a couple backups going in there, too. It's about as easy as it can get for them. We're going to have to find our ways to get the ball out. We're going to have to run the football some. They have every advantage right now. We got to counter it.
Yeah, and other than that one Broncos touchdown drive, your defense has shut them out. How do you continue that?
The punter's done a great job. They just done a great job to keep that ball down there. And the defense is playing well, too. 3rd downs, we're doing a good job. So we got a lot of work ahead of us here. Yeah. Well analyzed. Coming up after the break, it'll be the State Farm halftime show with Carissa and the gang.
Slow? Yeah, I know a thing or two about that. And slow is good when it comes to a progressive disease like CKD. Jardiance is a once-daily pill proven to slow the progression of CKD and reduce the risk of kidney failure, which can lead
Figure this out. Let's chat. What's that?
Increased ketones in blood or urine, which can be fatal. Stop Jardiance and call your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, trouble breathing, or increased ketones. Jardiance may cause dehydration that could suddenly worsen kidney function and make you feel dizzy, lightheaded, or weak upon standing. Genital yeast infections in men and women, urinary tract infections, low blood sugar, or a rare life-threatening bacterial infection infection between and around the anus and genitals can occur. Call your doctor right away if you have fever or feel weak or tired and pain, tenderness, swelling, or redness in the genital area. Don't use if allergic to Jardiance. Stop use if you have a serious allergic reaction. Call your doctor if you have rash, swelling, difficulty breathing, or swallowing. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
You could say, I like taking it slow. And with CKD, slow is the way to go. Ask your doctor about Jardiance for chronic kidney disease today.
All right.
Pepper all flats.
Lemon pepper all
I'm going to mute for just a minute. Intentional mute, everybody.
Franklin gets in for the touchdown. Oh, wait, we're doing well. Double coverage, throws the interception. Bo Nix has interceptions in 3 games in a row now.
All right. Halftime here. We got 7 minutes. Denver gets the ball to start the second half.
The Bo Nix experience is just the way this Broncos defense plays. You look at the first half, 5 sacks for 26 yards. I mean, it's really the reason they've been able to stay in this game, because the mistakes on offense, in the punting game, and everything else, it's really been bad for them. But this defense, this is what they do. They get after you, especially in this place. They can beat the count, bring the pressures, use this noise to their favor, and they've got
Definitely a closer game than I thought it would be. I thought Denver would at least be up by a score or two.
Yeah, absolutely. They could have had the lead. There's some bright spots, too. I mean, in first half, Aston Dinchey was able to find a couple of holes, got called back for a penalty, and we'll start off with that right here. You're going to see the hole open up here. Well, this is one of the good things, okay? He gets to there, he scores the touchdown. Good for the Raiders offense. Then right here, Bob Bowers only has 1 catch, and this is it right here. Defense has done a good job on him, but here he makes the play, gets up the field. But then here's the bad stuff. Remember, Jacoby Myers got traded, and you're going to see the holding right here on the edge. That's why Jack Best, he's a rookie, something you don't need to do right there. That guy, Aston had already cleared the hole and was already getting up the field, didn't have to do that. And then right here on the crossing pattern, this is the pick play, but you're not supposed to put your hands out. Once again, it was Dante Thornton, rookie.
Been a close game. I mean,
Much experience.
at least it's a well-played game for the most part. I would say too many penalties on both sides. You've had 12 penalties combined between these two squads. That's a lot.
this Raiders team, but like we said, it's Thursday night. It's a division game. It's going to be competitive, and the Raiders are battling. Pete Carroll and this defense, they played cover 3, something I love to see. As much as I think 60% this game, all they preach in that coverage is stay over the top. So you saw how Luke Kelly makes that interception. That's Pete Carroll's philosophy. Stay on top. Don't give up the big play. And make them walk the ball down into the red zone and make a play. That's his first interception. That was cool to see.
Pete also telling Kelly halftime that running more. Yeah, good hands there by Sherm. With this game,
it is windy at the field today. You can see them trying to hold down their papers so they don't blow away.
Are enjoying the Broncos. Let's blow back light show.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the certainty of this delivery.
This team will make a push in January.
Absolutely, they're still in it. But getting that delivery.
What do you think, Johnny?
4 minutes. 4 minutes.
How do you know my name?
You're wearing a name tag.
Oh, yeah. 2-second rule? So don't settle for just any insurance. When there's State Farm, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Arby's new steak nuggets. Finally, you can enjoy that smoky, seared steak you'd normally grill at home.
Commercial.
Asking, you sure it's done, buddy? Yes, Kevin. We're sure.
NBA's going full throttle right now. A lot of good games going on in the NBA.
Look at your little boo. What happened?
On the Saturdays.
Hey, you got to be careful, okay?
I know.
Hey, let's get you off your feet. We're going to get your Medicare prescriptions delivered.
When life gets the best of us, get the best.
Well, it can affect the punting. I don't think the wind has tonight yet. I think the only thing affecting it was a poor kicking by the kicker. I think the only way it's affected things tonight is that they are not trying for field goals anything past the 20-yard line because it's a 50-mile-an-hour gust. A.J. Cole's been kicking the heck out of the ball, dropping it on the Denver 1 twice.
You would add another jet that went out on the 1-yard line. All right, as the wind continues to pick up here, Auntie Em, we're not in Kansas anymore, we're in Denver. What changes do you want to see the Broncos have here in the second half?
See, Tony, this is why I keep it shady, right, buddy? No problem in the wind. I think for the Broncos, it's efficiency, man. I want to see first, second down. Let's get some drives going, convert, get the ball moving, and keep it in our possession. So we talked about that.
Yeah, a whole load of laundry today.
You got to get first downs to be able to do that and stop the penalties that are backing you up. More efficient on first down, get drives going.
I want to see the Raiders defense get a little more aggressive. I want to see you bring some pressure. I know they're playing conservative. Hey, don't let them have a big play. But at some point, you got to make a play. You got to get aggressive and force it.
And we know that this Broncos team has had 4 fourth-quarter comebacks. They also went 3 and out on each of their first 4 drives, looking to get something going here in the second half. Thank you guys for watching the State Farm halftime show. The Broncos get the ball to start the second half. We will see you post-game.
Good night, Doug. Doug is out of here. He will be live tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Live tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock for Coffee Talk. You don't want to miss it. It's a great show. Somebody could drop Doug's link in there. I'd appreciate it. He does a great job with his morning Coffee Talk. A lot of great way to get your day going.
All customers get a profit boost every NFL game day. FanDuel, play your game. Level up the science from $6 from $6.99 and get Call of Duty Black Ops 7 rewards.
Feel my wrath.
Know what game's ideal here?
Get slices and sticks in Call of Duty in-game rewards. Little Caesars is the real deal.
Monterey Molly, hello. Welcome in.
This is a
Neil is here.
This.
Everybody saying goodnight to Doug.
This is not. If you have hot flashes and night sweats due to
58 seconds and counting till the start of the second half.
hormone-free treatment approved for moderate to severe vasomotor symptoms due to menopause, so you can have fewer hot flashes and more.
I'll give it to you, Beachman.
Reduces the number and severity of hot flashes day and night.
Where is it?
Veosa can cause serious side
I gotta
effects
find
and
it.
liver problems. Your doctor will do blood
Da,
tests.
da, da, da.
Stop Veosa and call your doctor.
There you go.
nausea, vomiting, itching.
Got to keep Mike Beachman calm and happy.
Dark urine, or stomach pain. Don't use Veoza if you have cirrhosis, severe kidney problems, kidney failure, or take CYP1A2 inhibitors. Ask your doctor about more not flashes with hormone-free Veoza. Visit Veoza.com.
The National Women's Soccer League. It's jaw-dropping, record-breaking, unstoppable action. The NWSL quarterfinal.
All right, should be the last commercial right now.
Tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
This broadcast is copyrighted by.
Yep, there's the commercial, so we're good.
Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Tune in Sunday morning at 9:30 a.m. Eastern to NFL Network for Falcons Colts live from Berlin. Then Week 10 continues on CBS and Fox, followed by Sunday Night Football.
Hey, Jen, Neil found that there is a brand new pop-up art store with all kind of portraits, paintings, and all kind of stuff down in Disney Springs for the holiday season. We got to check that out when we're down there. The Wood, what's up, The Wood?
Week 10 starts tonight in Denver, where the Broncos go after their 7th straight win, led by Bo Nix. Gonna run it into the end zone. Ashton Jetty for the touchdown. Nix looks that way.
All right, we kick off in just a second. Broncos will be getting the ball. 2 likes away from 100. Let's get that.
We come to the second half in Denver, Colorado on this Thursday night. The game tied 7-7 in this AFC. But battle 45 sacks this season, 5 of the first half. Most through 10 games since the 1989 Vikings. Nolan Millard Company. 7 total touchdowns already this season for Ashton Jetty, the rookie out of Boise State.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it.
First half. Kind of a herky jerky first half of the week, Kurt.
Yeah, it really was. Denver has been good playing like this most of the year. Talked about that a lot in the first half. You know, Pete Carroll had a team that had some opportunities early in this game, thanks to great punting by A.J. Cole. They've had some field position.
Here we go. Kicking off.
Not quite able to capitalize on all those opportunities, so we're tied up at 7.
Boom, it's off. That's a rough kick. Nice kick, though. It lands where it needs to.
This one back is the rookie
Harvey, and we got flags down. Oh, Lord. More laundry. Throw up the laundry.
During the return, holding. Receiving team number 13. After this, the goal. First down.
Indeed it is, Matt Bryant. Moments ago, Kaylee with Sean Payton.
Sean, for as slow of a start as it was for your offense, it's a tie game. How do you take control in the second half?
Listen, I think the field position was real important. I felt like we played most of that first half on our end of the field. So, obviously, the kicking game, we got to have a little bit of balance here offensively.
All right, ball is starting on the Denver 9. Their field position start has been horrendous tonight. I don't think they've started past the 20 yet.
That's their third drive. As he talked about the field position, you and I talked about it. Third drive inside their own 10-yard line.
First down and 10. First down and 10. Dobbins in the backfield.
From the 9. Off in a tight formation to get things started.
Whistles. False start.
Off at number 89. That's the goal. Still first down.
Mercedes Lewis.
Half the distance to the goal. Back to the 5. First and 14.
41 years old.
Ian B, hello. What's up, buddy? Been a long time. Thank you for supporting for so long, my friend.
All right.
Great to see you back, Ian. How you been? Hope everything's going well.
Factor twice there with these tight ends trying to get an early start, whether it's offensive tackle, McClenchey on that side, or the tight ends.
Handoff, going to try again. Short run. Dobbins got about 3 yards. Not even that. 2 yards. Second and 12.
they play a lot of zone. They'll mix in some man-to-man.
I wasn't paying attention to him, Bruce. I was focused on with the lines here, the numbers, what they were doing. Second down and 12. Second and 12.
Their whole goal this evening was to swarm to this run game. They did a great job of slowing down Dobbins and company in that first half, only to 24 yards rushing.
Second and 12.
Play action, fakes it, gonna throw, running for his life, gets it off, incomplete.
Bouncing ball, incomplete.
Wow, third down and long. This is horrendous again. They're gonna go 3 and out and give the ball back to the Raiders at midfield again.
So all the trends continuing tonight on Thursday night.
Wow.
They average 9 or 8 penalties a game.
Geno Smith has already got his helmet on, like he already knows they're getting the ball.
Got the tight end towards Crosby, even though he's flexed out, and Troutman.
Today in the backfield.
Shotgun, look at the throw. Incomplete. Horrible. Horrible.
Found frustrated again. Matt Bryant, the intended receiver. It is the 5th 3 and out for the Broncos.
And a pretty good job by this defense. You know, they've been criticized. They've been, people have been wondering what kind of defense this can be. And for a defense that isn't necessarily dialing up a lot of pressure,
horrendous. Bronco fans shouldn't be happy. You're playing at home and you've played the whole entire game on your side of the field. And who knows what this guy's going to do with this punt.
Gets it away. You got a big Bronx shoot.
Oh, he did get a half-decent one.
Good punt to the middle of the field. Here comes a flag. What else is new?
Flags are down. Of course they're down. Good Lord.
54-yard kick. You got to let one crowd gives a Bronx cheer on a punt.
During the return, holding, receiving team number 27. 10-yard penalty.
Holding.
If you're just tuning
10-yard penalty. I feel like we said that all night long.
Here's a big run by Chinty, but a hold call by the young receiver, the rookie Jack Besh brought that one back. Another time here with offensive PI, where they're trying to set up a kind of a rub or a screen to try to get freed up on a third down. And then this is right before the first half. Dante Ford did the hard job.
First down and 10. It's going to move it all the way back to the 29.
Ball perfectly thrown. It just went right through his hands. So
Brandon Garcia, what's up? Don't even pick him up. That's great. Yeah. Leave him on the field. Don't even pick him up. Then you don't have to work. You just blow the whistle. They're already down.
Yep. And your starter, Colton Miller, of course, the left tackle, has been out most of the year.
Changing the play at the line. Changing the play at the line. Handoff, Genty. Couple yards, 2, maybe 3. Wow, they're going to give him 5? Holy cow.
This guy, we wondered from the Mountain West Conference with Boise State, what would the transition be like for him to go up into the NFL? And nobody questioned his ability. 5'8".
Second down and 5. Second and 5.
Really works at understanding the game. And he does such a good job of, when the defense penetrates, the play's never dead because he's able to bounce off of people with his contact balance.
Handoff again, Genty. Gain of about 2, 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 coming up.
This guy was number 2.
Chip Kelly going back to, if you go to the early part of the first half, remember you and I, we went to a break and we were saying, wow, offensive line, kind of holding their own in front of the football. They got Genty going and got some quick passes, and it's just they found a rhythm. And here, for this drive, the first couple plays to Genty, try to reestablish that maybe.
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 now.
Play clock at 1.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
And are they taking a timeout?
Did Pete get the timeout? I think the ref's indicating.
With the expiration of
yeah, you got it.
First charge timeout.
First time out. They got it.
You get the timeout, but it's in a tie game, and you have to use your timeout. It's a wasted timeout.
Yeah, in a game like this, it feels like it's going to go into the fourth quarter. You want to hold on to these timeouts.
Quick word from Kaylee.
Well, guys, while we've got time, you've noted seeing Ashton Genty standing straight up in the backfield. He told me he feels more comfortable when he's upright. And at 5'8", he's able to better read defenses. He's been lining up that way since his junior year at Boise State. It's been dubbed the Michael Myers stance, as in the horror movie villain from Halloween. And coaches, including Chip Kelly, earlier this season have been coaching to bend. Pete Carroll told us Genty's proved you don't need to.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Third and two. Third and two.
Third and two after the timeout.
Pressure coming. Throws incomplete.
Intended there for Tyler Lockett.
Fourth down.
You know, sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling rushed, it can affect your accuracy. This time, this pass rush that already has 5 sacks on the night, not able to get there. But Geno Smith got back there. Look how uncomfortable he looked in his mechanics. He got back there, he got a reset, and he just did not look fluid and in rhythm, and that's why that ball sailed on him.
Let's see what type of punt they get off here.
Yep, extra step, exactly right.
Took him out of rhythm. A.J. Cole, this is his 5th punt of the night.
His 5th punt. He drives it back. Fair catch called at the 16-yard line. Bandy took it. He almost had a little trouble with it. Raiders and Broncos 7-7. Taking a quick commercial break. We'll be right back as well. Let's hit it up.
Rob and Melanie Striffler by Dream Vacations is an authorized Disney vacation planner. Our travel agency's knowledge of Disney products has earned us the distinction of being named an authorized Disney vacation planner. We were given this special designation by Disney as a result of our agency's ongoing focus and commitment to planning customized, magical trips to Disney parks, Disney Cruise Line, and other Disney vacation destinations worldwide.
That's right. This is the Headbangers, the most underrated tag team in the world today. Thrasher
And Mosh, you already said who we were. I know, but it doesn't matter who we are.
That's right.
You're watching the Pete McDevitt show, which is all that matters.
Greetings and salutations, Matt and Jeff Hardy here.
And you're watching the Pete McDevitt Show. Make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment, because the Pete McDevitt Show is absolutely wonderful.
I love how I see $900.
All right, third quarter action when we come back. Denver's going to have the ball on their own 16. On their own 16.
And their customer service reps always know just what I need.
Did you just...
As we're waiting for all these commercials to go through.
She's mad with power.
Get more than just savings.
Yep, Masha Thrasher.
Verizon's got the craziest deal ever with iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch. All on them. But no getting it if you're naughty. You just ate. Don't worry. We know what list you're on. I'm always watching. Always watching. Not always. Barely.
Get the powerful iPhone 17, iPad, and Apple Watch all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
Thank you, Jeanette. And hello. Welcome in. Thank you very much.
You never know you'll find in the back of the closet.
Are you going to wear that yellow blazer? I said, heck no, they haven't worn those things for years.
And the 50 is on by Jerry Rice for the 200th touchdown of his career. Well, those were the days, my friend. They never end.
You brought the canary yellow.
Phil Collins, welcome in. Great to see you here tonight. First down and 10, Denver under center.
7 seasons together.
Handoff. Nice solid run. Gain of 6, maybe 7. Depends on what they give to him. Looks like 7.
In 1978. Since that time, the Raiders have had 18 head coaches. 18. Tom Forrest had a long run. John had a long run. And then 18. You think about, well, the Pittsburgh Steelers, of course, would be the classic example of stability. 57 years, 3 head coaches.
Jeez, I know.
Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, Mike Tomlin.
Second down and 3. Handoff again. Short run. Are they going to give him the first down?
Early on, that was part of an ABC statement. Remember that? Wide World of Sports all of those years.
I remember you did on Monday Night Baseball.
Trying to see if they are. Looks like they're going to make it short at 3rd and 1. Andrew, welcome in.
And wearing it to restaurants because you carry them on the road with you. You want to pack another jacket.
And I speak on behalf of a lot of people my age. My whole goal was to stay up to halftime to see the highlights.
Right.
Because that's how we saw highlights back then.
The only way you could. Yeah. Pre-cable.
I would beg my mom to do it. Just
3rd and 1.
Why is Denver taking a timeout now out of nowhere?
It was so good to work with Cosell a few times.
Yeah.
A couple hundred times on baseball. But in those years, remember, Wide World of Sports was so popular because it took you to places you couldn't get to thanks to the satellite.
Right.
You know, the bird was up there, and once that happened, that changed television.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think, and you worked on it. We all watched. Wide World of Sports was in a whole, the boxing even for Wide World of Sports was a different level. Harlem Globetrotters.
Meanwhile, here is your super moon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's the super moon.
This is
First down. We should have bumped up the play clock. Therefore, Denver is not charged a timeout.
all right. After all of that.
Oh, wow. Denver is not charged a timeout.
Beaver moon when it happens in November.
It's a beaver moon. Beaver moon. 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1.
After they clear up the confusion on the field.
Nix dives forward.
To pick up the first down. We think.
They're going to give him the first down.
It's one of those nights.
It is.
Denver, this is Denver's kind of game. I mean, talked about the Raiders wanting to get it into the 4th quarter and find out a way to win again.
That's no moon.
Kind of the deck stacked against him. He didn't really like the spot there. The deck stacked against him on the road against this talented Denver team. But
Play action. Look at the throw. Got a man caught. Got his tight end. Or the fullback, actually, looks like.
Bring him in as a fullback from time to time, sparingly.
First down, Denver.
And with the blitz here, rare blitz from the
Nick and Claire. Hello, Nick.
Him in the motion. He's left completely isolated out there by himself. Oh, Nick says, thank you very much. I'll take this for one of the few easy passes he's had tonight and a first down. But blitzing, nobody picks Prentice, who doesn't get the ball very often.
Ball out at the 39. He's only gone down the field once, and he threw an interception. At some point, you got to stretch out the defense a little bit. Handoff going around the outside. Solid run. Dobbins, gain of about 7. 2nd and 3.
Right guard, because the starter Quinn Miners is back in the locker room. We're told he's got an illness and he's questionable to come back.
All right, so both teams now with changes at right guard. And the Raiders have won that left guard as well. 2nd down and 3.
2nd down and 3. 2nd and 3. Handoff again. Dobbins fighting, spinning.
Spin move netted him 2 extra yards, making it
3rd and 1. 3rd and 1 coming up.
Sean Payton might have looked at what we saw. You see a lack of continuity there. Punt, 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 punt. A lot of that had to do with field position. You look at all those 3 and outs. And then went back to the chalkboard and said, guys, 23 yards rushing in the first half. That ain't going to cut it. They've got some 12 and 13 personnel to start this drive. And most of this, other than the flip to Prentice to the flat, a lot of it's just been running the ball.
Reload.
3rd and 1. 3rd and 1. Play action on the pitch. First down. Out of bounds at the 45. Dobbins has the first down.
51 yards tonight.
Cortland Sutton does a good job of sealing the edge. 14, right ahead of 82, just outside of it. He'll seal the edge. And that allows 82 and 72 Bulls to be able to get out there and open that up nicely. J.K. Dobbins is having a great year in his first year in Denver, averaging about 5 yards a carry coming into tonight, but has not had a lot of room to work with, although at this point, now he's up.
First down and 10 at the 45. Look at his throw. Nix throws across the middle. Caught. Harvey with the catch. Gain of about 7. 2nd and 3 again.
Second and let's go with 3.
Yeah, Harvey is such a great compliment to Dobbins. And a lot of times he's catching the ball out of the backfield. They just feel that he's come a long way with his ability to be able to.
R.J. Harvey.
We know what he can do with the ball in his hands. I think he's had 3 touchdown receptions in the last 3 games coming into tonight.
2nd and 3. Harvey in motion. False start.
Full start. Offense over 60. Snap for practice. 5-yard penalty. Still second down.
In the process, the center, Luke Watford.
That's 10 penalties now.
For 69 yards.
He just lost his balance. I think he thought that he was about to snap the ball and realized that it was on the next sound from the quarterback. It started to fall back. Easy call for the umpire.
Play action handoff. Harvey. He's almost got the first down again.
So another 3rd and short upcoming for the Broncos. Graham was a holdover. He was on 2 staffs before Pete Carroll got the job. He made a lot of changes, but not in the defensive side of the ball.
It's interesting because Patrick Graham has that New England Patriots Bill Belichick background, which is more of a 3-4, and now you have Pete Carroll with a 4-3. Different, so it's kind of a blend of the two.
Trying to adjust to the outside back.
Sutton going to throw. Oh, that was horrible. On 3rd and 1, you screw it up like that. That was horrible. That was horrible.
And I think to the Raiders' credit, they were not fooled at all. I mean, Pat Stokes does a good job of bringing it down. But the coverage downfield, there was nowhere to go for Cortland Sutton at all.
Thank you, Neil.
Kind of try to trick them there on 3rd.
Lutz is going to try for a long field goal here. That was stupid. 3rd and 1, you throw it backwards, and he's going to miss this field goal. Oh, my word. Short. So you were short by a couple yards on a field goal, probably the yards you went backwards. Horrible. I hate stupid football. It drives me nuts. Drives me nuts.
It's Subway's new Fresh Fit menu, featuring the grilled chicken and avocado, with 35 grams of protein, a full serving of veggies.
Drives me nuts.
Chipotle sauce, all under 500 calories. Keep moving with Subway's new Fresh Fit menu. Subway, eat fresh, feel good.
I promise to love you, to feed you the food.
So it's going to be Raiders ball when we return. To feed our dog Blue, all the way out at the 41.
And it lives on in every bowl you fill.
I promise to be your best friend forever.
Why not just power run it, get the first down, and then do one of those goofy plays?
Rookie of the year.
Nice. Swish miss game early this year. Oh, Santa.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Bryson kept you cool. Very nice.
Yeah, Santa.
CeeDee Lamb breaking those DB's ankles is not very nice, but those routes sure are.
Oh, boy.
Maybe next year, Mr. Green. Okay. For everyone on your nice list.
Clorox, toilet one, it's only one. Clorox, toilet one, all in one. Clorox, it feels good.
If there's anything I know, there's no wrong way. As long as it's your way. It could be simple. Flashy, Sometimes, right there,
How's that?
you just feel it.
All right, we're coming back here. 5:34 left in the third. Dun, 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 dun.
And on NFL Network, our stars come out of the north. Falcons, Colts, and Sunday morning football. Sunday 9:30 Eastern on NFL Network.
All right, now let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS. Nick Benito came in, one of the best pass rushers in the league this year, 0.76 seconds. Entering tonight, third fastest in the league with his get-off, 0.63 in the first half with his get-off. Will be the third fastest of his career. Something to think about. He has 5 pressures, 1.5 sacks tonight. Has only been chipped 1 time, for whatever reason, in his 15 pass rushes. I'm guessing on third down at the very least, they may start having to chip or slide the offensive line towards 15.
Ball for a selection. So at the 49-yard line.
First down and 10. They're going to mark it to 49. My fault. Intercepted, Denver. It's a big fella with the ball. All the way down to the 32. Tillman. All the way down to the 32. Intercepted off the tip.
On the run back.
Great flag on the run back. Of course there is.
Ball is right there. This goes up and off of his hands into very favorable territory for Denver to be able to come up with a pick, and it is Tillman who ends up coming up. He's a backup usually to Benito, but awareness, eyes right there on the football. Jones right there, the free safety wants to help him out. And then a pretty good return to get the ball into plus territory here for Bo Nix and the Denver offense.
Played at Indiana of Pennsylvania, second-year man. And an interception against Dak Prescott in the Dallas-Denver game a couple of weeks back. So a gift, and they have the ball at the 33-yard line.
Handoff, Dobbins gets back to the line of scrimmage. Second down, and they're going to mark it at line. He's going to mark him short, so second down and 11. What's up, Edward? Welcome in.
Defense does their job and gets a stop because of that long field goal. They're starting right at their own right inside their own 50-yard line with a chance at another short drive. Good field position in the very first play. Ball's thrown accurately, but off the rookie's hands and up into the air for the turnover.
Yeah, the only TV in the game came out on a drive that started almost at midfield.
Second down and 10. Second and 10. Shotgun. Look at the throw. Nix running for his life. Throws it away. Flag down, of course.
Flag coming in here late.
Pass interference. Offense number 11.
What? This is the third offensive pass interference. What the heck? Second and 20 coming up now.
Good job with R.J. Harvey motioning out. And watch the white jerseys react to 12. Linebackers out there right away. They think that screen's going to be thrown, and that's where Nix wanted to go with the ball. He had nowhere else to go with it.
I don't get that at all.
Frustration there with getting the right personnel. Let's go. Get your pass.
Yes, nothing new. So there's Gentry on the bench, hoping that defense can stuff up here, keep out of field goal range at best. Second and 20.
Second and 20. Handoff up the middle. Got about 4 yards.
The Raiders think they have it, and the officials will say no.
No, he was down.
Down by contact.
Looks like he was down, and then the ball came out. But really good play by Tyree Wilson, the way he reacted. He's down.
He down, ball out. Third and 18.
Well, he hit him hard. I'm surprised that ball didn't come out right at contact. Dobbins landing awkwardly there. There he is going out.
Third and 18. Third and 18. Need a miracle for them. Gets it off. Nope. Inside the 40 to the 38.
Once again, just rushing 4. Able to get again a defense.
Able to get pressure, rushing 4. Now what are they going to do? They going to punt?
Higher league in pressure rate.
Try to change field position?
And rushing forward, and it's not just Max Crosby.
What are they going to do?
Again, he made a play the previous play on the run, and this time gets the
They are going to punt. They are going to punt.
So Peyton says, I'm going to punt here instead of trying a 57-yard field.
You won one. What's up? Welcome in. Great, cool channel name.
Las Vegas has the ball in the midfield. So instead he brings Croshaw, who's had a dramatic night to say the least. Puts in backspin on that, bounces into one.
Nope. End zone. Touchback.
So back it comes to the 20. Back on the Raiders. 7-7. Late third.
7-7. 2 minutes left in the third.
I thought you worked in his house.
Oh, I'm wherever he needs to fuel up. Oh, Cantina chicken burrito. So that's what we do. You know what? Let me actually get something to wash that down with, please.
I got you.
Easy. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that one looks pretty good. $737 on the sub count. Keep working toward 43K. What's up, Caleb Reed? Welcome in.
Find your fun again. Carnival is calling.
As a running back, I had to prevent fumbles at all costs. It's all about prevention. The same goes for my team. The Colgate Total Active Prevention System is 15 times more effective at eliminating bacteria buildup to prevent oral health problems before they start. Nice try, Coach.
Be dentist ready like Bajan with Colgate Total.
Thank you. My son's already in the card.
Bye.
All right.
Bring me everything. Okay.
The magic of your Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. Xfinity. Imagine that.
The party continues after the game with the JCPenney postgame show.
It's going to be very fun to watch.
It's the biggest bash in Latham. So grab your crew and join up.
I've never seen anything like that.
The JCPenney postgame show after the game.
After the game.
Salute to service is the year.
I have no idea. It's a little crazy tonight. You know, who's going to win this game?
Service members, veterans, and families. And
I am wondering myself.
reinforces our support and gratitude to those who have served and those who continue to serve. You can visit NFL.com/salute and learn more. Power Field, Mile High, 7-7, 2:57 to play after a 39-yard punt and a net of 19 yards.
First down and 10 from the 20. First and 10.
Just thinking the same thing. He's only had 3 targets, 1 catch, coming off a 12 catch, 3 touchdowns Sunday.
Handoff, Genty. 2, maybe 3. Second down.
They've not had an opportunity to throw the ball downfield tonight.
Yep, John Corndog, you're right.
The ball traveled over 20 yards. It's been a lot of respecting Denver's pass rush. Ball is out 2.35 seconds, and it's not going downfield very far. Makes it very tough.
You're not wrong. There's the passion's a question right now. Play action. Look at the throw. Got all day. Chasing Gino down. He throws it away.
Get it away. Benito once again.
Is there going to be a flag? Yes, there is. Could be intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. Office number 7. The footwork is out of the clock with ball deducted back to the line of scrimmage. Spot foul. Lost it down. Third down.
3rd and 20 coming up. 3rd and 20. Anybody's new tonight, sub it up. Come back anytime. We do close to 100 NFL games a year here.
They asked Jenny to be able to pick him up. Tight ends right there. Mayer, he's going to go out for a route. There's Brock Bowers goes by. The right tackle is occupied inside. So Jenny, the running back, trying to slow down 15. That is not going to work out.
3rd down and 20 from the 10. They hand off up the middle. They don't get hardly anything. 2, maybe 3 yards. 4th down and very long. They're going to have to punt.
So it's 4th down. You know, when Vinovich's mic was open, you could hear that wind.
Well, cool. You won one. Well, welcome to the family. Welcome to the clubhouse crew, buddy. Glad you found us. If you like baseball, too, I broadcast about 115 MLB games a year as well. Here comes the punt. Yeah, I get you, Bruce. I get that. Punt. They blocked it. It's blocked. Denver has it. About the 15-yard line, I think.
J.L. Skinner came in.
Now the crowd coming to life.
He gets the block. Then he gets the recovery with a minute and a half. A huge play.
They brought everybody coming after him that one.
Left side of the offense. He's able to work his way through. Nobody picked up 34. He's able to just calmly just put his right hand out there to be able to come up with that block. See some kind of miscommunication on the left side to the Raiders. Actually,
oh, he blocked it with his face. He blocked it with his face. Holy heck.
Special teams.
Ball's at the Vegas 12. 1st and 10. Tight end in motion.
Tons of block punts. From the 12.
Play action. Going to be a quarterback keeper. That's a blown play. Loss of 3. That was horrible. That was horrible.
Loss of 3.
Haven't called his name much tonight. He made some big hits last week against Jacksonville. That time.
You love all the sports. Nice. Glad you're part of it, brother. 2nd down and 12. That was a blown play. Running back had no clue what we were doing there, Dobbins. Shotgun, look at his throw. He's got time. Nix dumps it. Incomplete. Crowd booing at 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12.
Yeah, he really looked unsettled in the pocket. Ingram's right here. He'll work his way down.
He was looking for Ingram. It just wasn't there. Well, it was there. He just didn't do a good throw of it. It was there for a second. If he hit him right when he turned around, that's a touchdown. He was late getting it to him, and then the throw was weak.
He could get anything on the football.
3rd and 12.
3rd and 12. Whips it out there in a wide receiver screen, and that goes nowhere. It's going to be a field goal attempt. That was horrible. The crowd is booing. I don't blame them. Mile high is mile mad.
To me, you got to really kind of tip your cap to the Raiders defense. 2nd time in a row after the interception, they made the stops in plus territory. And then here again, they're put in a really tough predicament.
Field goal's up, and it is good.
Come up with a 3 and out.
7th block punt in the NFL.
5 seconds left in the quarter. 5 seconds.
Field goal attempts or extra points. But it's clear that special teams guys have been working very hard.
No doubt about that. Yep.
So the Broncos close. They're actually in all right. They're going to have the lead going into the 4th quarter. This week, the Week 5 trailed by 14 against the Jets, trailed by 1 against, of course, the Giants was crazy, 19-0. And last week, 15-7 and 1 by 3 in Houston. 9 total TDs, only 1 turnover in the fourth quarter this season. Here's the block punt again. Second of the season was called by J.L. Skinner.
I'm sure Chip Kelly and the offensive staff trying to figure out what can they do. You know, they've gone 6 straight possessions without a first down.
Yeah, we've had a couple.
The last first down that they had, 10:44 left in the second quarter.
It's the reverse of what happened in the first half when Denver couldn't get a first down.
All right, Denver kicking off here. 5 seconds on the clock. Taking it to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Out to the 32. That's where the fourth quarter will kick in.
Broncos 10, Raiders 7 on Thursday night.
Kohl's dropped Black Friday deals early, just like I manifested.
All right, waiting on everything here.
Let's use my powers for good. Black Friday's early. Now that's powerful. Save up to 50% throughout the store. Plus, earn extra Kohl's cash at KohlsandKohl's.com.
The 3 for Me, only at Chili's, is now available with the all-new Big QP, fries, bottomless chips and salsa, and a bottomless drink, all for just $10.99. So if you're McDone with tiny, overpriced burgers, just come to Chili's.
All right.
This Chili's 3 for Me is the best $10.99 you can eat.
Black Friday football on Prime is back. As NFC heavyweights collide.
Touchdown! Come on, baby!
Bears and the Eagles. Is that next week?
Friday, November 28th.
Oh, that's the Black Friday game.
Kickoff at 3 p.m. Eastern. Pregame at 1:30 p.m.
Kickoff at 3 p.m.
I don't know if the world knows this, but kids are expensive. And we found out we were pregnant. Of course, we were looking for any ways to slash bills.
And making sure we only had what we needed so that everything was less stressful.
And saving money with our internet bill really helped us out a lot. Came to Spectrum because we were with AT&T before, and Spectrum just had better deals.
That money we saved with Spectrum just added to what we could repurpose for our daughter.
Real customers, real.
Okay, Neil.
How much you can save. Visit spectrum.com/save. Rated mature.
Battlefield Red Set. Play free now.
Jets and Patriots next Thursday. Okay.
The Freestyle Libre 3 Plus sensor tracks your glucose in real time. And over time, it can help lower your A1C. This is progress. Learn more and try for free at freestylelibre.us.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, and
Start of the fourth quarter when we return.
By accusations that my birds only won to sell wings. You know what they're saying out there? They're saying the quarterbacks are scrambling, apparently, to sell eggs.
Actually, this is great.
Oh, Baker Mayfield's a bread influencer.
Not bad, best baked.
You know, football is not employed to sell food.
When football makes you hungry, order Uber Eats.
Gotta let it go.
United Airlines. Fourth quarter, Power Field, Denver, Colorado. Now, Michaels, Kirk Herbstreit, Andy Hartnett with you. And as we start the fourth, it's first down.
First down and 10. Ball at the 31.
31. Raiders trailing by 3.
Plays the handoff. Play action. Gino gets barely back to the line of scrimmage.
Nick Benito having one of those nights again. And Gino Smith, who went down, is still down.
Well, he's going to have to come out at least for one play. Kenny Pickett is the backup. So Smith got taken down. There's Pickett warming up on the sideline. Looked like he had a lot of room to roam. And then all of a sudden, here comes Benito. Gets him by the knee.
He got up right away. You know, Roach helped him up. He stood up and then right away went right back down.
Injury timeout.
We got an injury timeout.
Influences aren't new.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
Great song, LL Cool J, I think.
Four-wheel drive. Years later, the Jeep brand is still influencing. Some create trends.
All right, 3-point game here.
Some send a smile and emoji. We smile for real.
Don't call it a comeback.
Jeep, there's only one.
Right now, purchase and get no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee models. Hurry, this great offer ends soon. Visit your local Jeep brand dealer today.
Jose Rivas, welcome in. He says, let's go Broncos.
It's one of the best superhero movies of all time. The Fantastic Four, now streaming on Disney Plus. And now get Disney Plus Hulu and all of ESPN with an incredible offer.
I gotta download that. Can I download that?
So we could chicken back because you begged for it. KFC Original Honey Barbecue.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing the expertise of this talking head.
Welcome to the show. I'm Ryan Fitzpatrick.
But getting that talking head.
And I'm Ryan Fitzplastic. You get it because I'm plastic. I'm plastic. I'll introduce you to my beard guy if you like.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
Get off me.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
He's a bell, he's a boy, he's bell boy. Hotels bringing joy, he's bell boy. Dance with the best perks, like up to 20% off.
Pete, I'm gonna jump around and get some sleep. Jump around and get some sleep. Straight tomorrow. Thank you, Keith. Thank you for being in here tonight as well. Appreciate you.
All right, so moments ago.
And Gino's hobbling off.
For a couple of minutes, gets up, hobbles to the sideline. A look back at what took place.
I think Benito, when he was right there, that's where he made contact with that right knee. And as he was walking off, that's what he was holding, was that right knee as he limped off.
So Kenny Pickett, who has been around, came up with the Steelers.
2nd and 9 for Pickett.
Cleveland's camp, picked up by the Raiders. He's going to take over.
Genty tackled immediately. Loss of 2.
Take care of Genty.
Yeah, Vance Joseph very wisely expecting a run, especially in second long. The quarterback who's been cold all night comes into the fourth quarter. He shot his linebackers downhill, and as you said, Al, Jonathan Cooper does a really nice job of holding the edge there. He's rallied to the football.
3rd and 11.
3rd and 11. 3rd and 11.
Careful of Pickett.
Throws underneath, incomplete. 4th down. 4th down.
Something simple. You know, you're not going to potentially with that rush have that ball get tipped and he goes up into the air for this defense to be able to come up with yet another turnover.
So Cole now his 6th punt, 12th punt of the game. There's Skinner.
Here comes the punt.
It's this one away.
Cole gets it off. Flag. Bell's way out of bounds.
25-30, you see. Marsh it off, but again, a flag on the play.
Player out of bounds on a kick. Kicking team. 5-yard penalty. First down. Timeout.
5-yard penalty at the end of the kick.
Right there. 13:50 left in regulation in a 3-point game in Denver.
3-point game here tonight.
Give more love than humanly possible. When you feed a Hill's scientifically proven formula. Because you're only human, there's Hill's.
Chunky.
Huh?
Hot, hot, hot. Dude, sit on 3. With protein to tackle every craving, Chunky is soup that eats like a meal. Why do you have your uniform on?
So people recognize me.
Check their new game day fed. Oh, snap. DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is
A lot of flags here tonight. A ton of flags. Definitely more than I felt like dealing with for sure.
So much. I was about to say that. It's cooked too.
The Nissan Rogue takes hit after hit. Punished under immense pressure.
So first down and 10.
And exposed to excessive
Denver with the ball on their own 33 when we start.
Nissan. #1 in new vehicle quality. We put it through the worst, so you get its best.
Level up the slices and sticks for only $6.99. They get Call of Duty Black Ops 7 rewards.
Feel my wrath.
Nobody games like Deal Gear.
Get slices and sticks and Call of Duty in-game rewards. Little Caesars is the real deal.
pizza, pizza.
Here at Once Upon a Farm, we chose the Capital One Venture X business card.
One more commercial. Let's go.
Our purchasing power adapts to meet our business needs. And unlimited double miles means we earn more too. What's in your wallet? Joining us.
Looking for the biggest names of the game? Check out TNF Nightcap, presented by Allstate.
Patrick Mahomes, everybody.
The stars come out on TNF Nightcap, presented by Allstate after the game.
When anytime you do a Raiders game, you always want to watch Max Crosby. Tonight up against Mike McGlinchey most of the night. The big right tackle has got range, 6'8". It's been a battle. It's gotten pretty intense, especially when he's been on an island. He's actually held up. McGlinchey's held up pretty well. We've not called Max Crosby's name.
Now you're hungry.
Stats powered by AWS. 24 passes.
All right, here we go. First and 10, Denver.
He's been shipped 9 times to help him out, but pretty good job overall on that right side.
Second longest, okay.
Also, meanwhile, there's Smith coming out of the 10.
Came out.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
He's ready for action.
Shotgun, go to throw. Underneath, caught. Sutton, short gain. Second down and 6.
But it's like we teased it. There he is right there to try to test out the legs, see how he's feeling. We teased it all game about the fourth quarter and how Denver gets into the fourth quarter, and that's where they have done such a good job of finding ways to win games. They're 5-2 in one-score games. Look at the difference in their first 3 to the fourth.
Broncos trying to win their 10th in a row.
Look at the throw. Play action. Now going down the field. Got a man. Incomplete.
Franklin had a stop, got covered. Incomplete balls. Pull him out. Covering on the play. Third down.
You see how
3rd and 6.
On the ball, in fact, started to work his way back to the football. I don't think it's not a question about Bo Nix's arm strength. I think he's just late in getting this ball out now. Instead, you wait. Now the ball's going to end up being underthrown. That was more of a timing issue and trying to go to his old college teammate, Troy Franklin.
3rd and 6. Look at the throw. Running for his life. Throws off his back foot. Incomplete. They're going to go 3 and out. 3 and out again. Oh, my word.
They do another good job. This Raiders defense deserves a ton of credit. You know, you can say that Denver's had a sloppy night. They haven't executed well. But to me, I think it has a lot to do with the collective effort by Patrick Graham and his entire Raiders defensive front.
Amen, partner. They've done a masterful job tonight. Punt number 7. Alex Backman is back to receive it. Russia, averaging 41 yards per move. Gets it away.
Gets it off, drives him back at the 20. Flags down.
Said that before the snap.
Al Michael just said we could have said that before the snap.
4-yard return, 46-yard punt.
There's a return. Personal foul, illegal flag block. Receiving team number 23. 15-yard penalty. First down, tackle.
Dylan Lobby. Here it is again. Blindside block. Stops the clock, 12:48 for the next possession.
That's going to put them all the way down at like their 5-yard line.
Why are you doing the same?
I'm going to say, Grandma, I'm thankful for this family.
I'm thankful for my grandpa.
I'm thankful for Grandma's crescent rolls.
Only service now connects every corner of your business, putting AI to work for people.
Every corner.
Every corner, Nick.
Oh, commercial.
Okay, focus on people, not process. Patty and IT is using AI agents to deal with the small stuff so she can.
There should be.
AI helps Jim solve customer problems before they're problems.
Oh, so we all work better together.
My work here is done.
Excuse me. Which way back?
Danny showed this NFL mom a clip about her son.
Does it smell like hot dog water, what? Oh, no.
Not my son. We need to do something about that. Do I smell hot dog water?
Mom, what you doing here?
Take this funky shirt and throw it in there. Have you heard of Downy rinse? I'm going to show you how to rinse that odor out. Smell that.
That smells a lot better.
It does.
Rinse impossible odors out in one wash.
Yeah, he doesn't look happy on the bench, but if your numbers were that poor right now,
With the new
you know,
bacon burger, charbroiled
I get it.
100% Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft, buttery sourdough, and our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. Cozy up to the goodness of the new grilled cheese bacon burger and breakfast sandwich. For a limited time, only at Hardee's. Cinnamon raisin biscuits are back. Unwrap them while you can.
You don't want to waste your precious downtime searching.
One more commercial, I hope.
Schedule your TV time is sacred. Fire TV helps you make the most of it. More time for you time.
Next Thursday night off to Foxborough for the first time this season, where the Red Hot Patriots, 7-2, have won 6 straight, taking on the New York Jets on Thursday Night Football. Can't wait to see.
All right, here we go. Raiders with the ball.
Our graphics team had to change the picture of who that Jets player was.
Right.
Spin the wheel, end up on Brees Hall.
Meanwhile,
Geno Smith still looks to be hobbling a little bit. He's back in there.
Along the sideline, now from the 10-yard line. He starts this drive. His team down by 3.
Play action, looking to throw. About to get hit, lets it go. Caught. Why did he have that much time?
The Raiders did not have a single yard passing.
This is where it gets ugly right here.
It took maximum protection here to be able to get this done. We talked a lot about Benito. He's going to be able to get home. This time he's got 2 tight ends to be able to work through, which ends up giving Geno Smith enough time. Gutsy call there by Chip Kelly, deep in his own territory, 1st and 10. Play action with the maximum pass.
Out to the 35, 1st and 10.
From the 35. Genty looking for room, slipping tackles.
Genty gets away a couple tackles and gets there.
4 yards.
So a lot of firsts there. I mean, that was their first down since they're going all the way back to the 2nd quarter. 7 straight possessions. They didn't have a first down until that pass by Geno Smith, and then they follow it right back up with positive yards on 1st and 10.
2nd and 6.
When do they or will they start going Bowers' way? He's been targeted 4 times tonight. 1 completion. Smith looking, Smith throwing.
Another wide open catch. Lock it.
Seattle. Meanwhile, Smith is down again. Needs some help getting back up. Middleditch comes in to check him out.
Yeah, he got hit right after he threw that football, was brought down by 99. Zach Allen finishing the play. Good job of sneaking him down that left sideline. Kind of got lost in the coverage there.
1st down and 10.
So the ball out to 42. Play clock at 3.
Handoff, Genti, nothing. Gets about a yard, 2nd and 9.
Tackle and is tracked by Brandon Jones, 2nd and 9.
Both these safeties, Brandon Jones and Mufunga, both have been very, very active against this run game.
Dino and Payne come back to the huddle. Take it on the sideline. Genti in the backfield.
2nd down and 9. 2nd and 9. Quick dump out, nothing. Right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 8 coming up.
Right on cue. We just talked about how active these safeties have been. You know, that's a play. Normally, when you see that motion, you're going to throw that ball to him. You get the lineman out front. But this defense reacts so quickly. They're able to get downhill. Linebackers, safeties, that play had a chance, but the quick reaction.
Well, we'll see. 3rd and 8 here. 3rd and 8.
Kicker. Mosher is now in the backfield.
Bowers in motion.
3rd and 8. Coming on the right side.
Pressure coming. About to get hit.
Looking.
Going down.
Eats it.
Lost yards again.
Myers was there. Cooper in 2nd.
They're at the 43.
This defense is able to do.
Geno Smith is hobbling.
If the center comes this way towards Allen, that's going to free up John Franklin Myers on the other side in a one-on-one opportunity. It's the 3rd time tonight that the interior, whichever way the center goes, to double team, the other interior man comes up with a sack. We've seen that work for Zach Allen. Now we've seen it twice for John Franklin Myers.
Geno in agony.
Cole is going to punt to Denver.
Sack is credited to Cooper.
We got whistles.
For a full start before the snap.
False start offense. They'll move it back 5.
Tristan McCollum. Geno trying to work it out on the bike.
Showing a lot of cuts.
Oh, for sure.
This is a 2-6 team. And right now in front of him, he has 3 offensive linemen who are out and are backups. Of course, Colton Miller's been out most of the year. The best offensive lineman they have at left tackle. But both the guards are backups going against this defensive front. And he's hurt. And he's still out there battling.
And that picture tells you all you need to know about the pain he is.
There's another kick.
Cole sends us down toward the corner.
Touchback. It'll start on the 20. 8.5 to go.
The Burger King double cheeseburger is loved at first.
I'll be right back. I'm going to do something real quick. Well, we got a commercial break.
2 slices of melted cheese.
Center.
Sure. It has a way of making the world melt into the distance. Time decided to do the classic. Because life's simple pleasures matter. We're not sure who invented the double cheeseburger, but it sure tastes like we did. You rule.
Stats matter. Like 1 in 8 men will be diagnosed with prostate cancer. So the PN and the Prostate Cancer Foundation want to encourage you to get screened. And now in November, the PN is donated to cancer research with select purchases.
All right. Hey, Amber. Intentional mute. Sullivan, come here. Come say hi. Oh, no. There's nothing under there. There is nothing under there, mister. Hello. You're leaving? Yeah, you're more than welcome to them tonight or tomorrow, whatever.
Time for Smart Moves, presented by Xfinity Internet. This talked about how whichever way the center goes, a double team is created. You get one.
Amber's tired. She's studying for classes.
Follow the center. He's going to go to the right, look that double team, and now frees up Zach Allen to be able to make a play. So,
All right, Denver with the ball. 1st and 10 at their own 20. They are good dogs, Susan.
You can't double team everybody. And that's what makes Denver's pass rush this year so good. It's not one or two guys. It's the entire defensive line that is able to win. If you get
1st down and 10. 1st down and 10.
6 sacks, 946 on the season. Denver starts this drive from the 20.
Play action. Dumps it out. Got it. 5-yard gain there for Ingram. 5-yard gain for Ingram on the catch.
Back-to-back Super Bowl win.
Mike Shanahan there tonight. Wow. Thank you, Debbie.
He should be there. You look at his tree when he was in Washington for those 4 years. Kyle Shanahan, Matt LaFleur, Mike McDaniel, Sean McVay, Raheem Morris on that staff. How they do it?
2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Handoff. Harvey. They lost yards. They lost a yard. 3rd and 5, I think. That was a horrible call again.
Yeah.
3rd and 5 again.
Down 3. Raiders defense doing their job. Both these teams, we were talking at break, have struggled on 3rd down. Denver 3 of 12. The Raiders 4 of 14.
3rd and 5. Next 15 of 26, but for only 132.
3rd and 5. Shotgun, go to throw. Gets it off. Intercepted. Wow.
Kelly has his 2nd pick.
Now drops have hurt this wide receiving crew all year, and it really cost them here. Geno Smith is now out of the 10 and limping to be able to get back out there. 2nd time we've seen a drop that has impacted them with a turnover right through the hands of Troy Franklin, and then up into the air for Kelly to come up with that interception. Pretty good job of sticking on this route. You got a little bit rough, got a little bit crowded in that zone, but the ball somehow got through the zone. Nice window, puts it right on the money. See maybe a little bit of confusion with the rookie Pat Bryant running around underneath there. But nonetheless, a turnover. Raiders once again. Great.
Wow.
And somehow, some way,
Raiders at the 45.
back onto the field.
Handoff. Genty, gain of 6, almost 7.
Franklin, the drops have been an issue. And see what happens if his defense can bail him out. Look at Geno still limping around out there, taking everything he has to just stay out on the field. It's a big opportunity. You wonder how many more opportunities you're going to get. They're going to be this good. What the Raiders have.
2nd and 4. 2nd and 4.
6:40 left in the 4th.
Handoff, Genty again. 1st down. Everybody from Denver trying to rip out the ball instead of tackling.
To bring down. Get away from Benito that time, 1st down.
Yeah, for a rookie, he is a guy that I think over time the AFC West and the rest of the NFL is going to learn to really appreciate. And you can't just try to rip at the ball. Benito here at 15, he's trying to get to the football right there, ripping at it, instead of trying to tackle him to keep it short of that 1st down marker.
Already field goal range with 6 to play. 1st down.
Handoff up the middle, Genty. 2, maybe 3.
Interesting with these backup guards in there. Chip Kelly being very, very patient. When you and I are up here, throw it to Bowers, throw it to Bowers, throw it to Bowers. And even with this turnover, it's been the offensive line that has to gent it.
Yeah, you would have thought coming to this game, the only way the Raiders could possibly win is if Kelly is to use Bowers the way they did last week. 12 catches, 3 touchdowns.
It's the 1 reception so far.
4 targets.
Handoff again. Genty hit at the line of scrimmage. He got nothing on that one. 3rd down.
Field goal range, 3rd down, 36.
4 straight runs since that turnover in plus territory.
Third down and 6. 3rd down and 6.
Crowd in full throat again.
Pressure coming. Gino going to get hit. Throws it away.
This is to fling that one away. So it's 4th down and 6. And Carlson will come in.
Carlson to come in for a field goal attempt.
2.5 to go.
Good job there. You knew Vance Joseph would test that knee. He's going to bring Benito, and he's going to bring the linebacker, Singleton, bringing everybody. And Geno Smith does a heck of a job getting outside of that tackle box and getting it beyond the line of scrimmage to be able to throw that football away.
Daniel Carlson, 48-yard attempt. And the wind slowly appears to have died down, at least momentarily. A.J. Cole to hold it.
Here's the kick. It is no good. Wide right. Had the distance, but wide right.
So they can't get cash in on the 5th. The score remains 10-7 with 4:26 left in the 4th in Denver.
No. Wow. You couldn't write this, you know?
$19.99 a month.
There's been a spate of home invasions.
You couldn't write this.
There's something bad. Gary.
Wow. These are very powerful people.
Being actually. What happened? Things are packed to be juicy.
Are you still any good?
Guess we'll find out. The ultimate bundle for an unbelievable price.
Just crazy.
Here's to the stop that never stopped. Just one spot to America's #1 spot for wings. This isn't just a meal. It's an arrival.
Oh, boy.
I'm stumped. Friendly and first letter G.
I wouldn't say a mile, but it wasn't an inch. It was a decent amount, but it wasn't like extremely wild. Close enough that it looked like it might be good. And at the last, as it got down and got the distance, it wasn't. It stayed wide. It didn't come back.
This guy knows crosswords. 64 across is quibble. Thank you.
Get more support.
Is that how you spell fracascia?
Get more with Geico.
This Sunday, we need to get every tailgater a Pepsi to amp up their food's flavor. Why would you throw that?
Pepsi does make it.
Thank you, Alex. Have a great night. Appreciate you.
Give it a burger?
Without fans, there would be no DeAndre Hopkins. There would be no NFL. The younger generation brings a different energy. When I got drafted, I was wearing things that wasn't of the norm. There's been a drastic change. They're curating their own style. They're expressing how they feel. They're pushing for it.
All right, let's see what they do with the ball. They still got to. Broncos still got to move the ball and try to hold on to it here. This is still not over.
Thursday night football.
Far from it.
Next Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime. NBA Cup group play continues tomorrow night on Prime. The Rockets take on the Spurs, and the Warriors beat the Nuggets down the road here at Ball Arena. Coverage starts 7 Eastern tomorrow night only on Prime. Ball Arena, home of the Nuggets and the Avalanche.
First down and 10, 4:26. Ball at the 30. 38-yard line, actually, 38. Handoff up the middle. Going to bounce it out to the right. There's a nice run. Dobbins for a gain of 8. That's the best run or move play they've had on first down in a long time.
Where the offense has not had much consistency for Sean Payton. Can they work this clock down? The Raiders just with the 2 timeouts remaining, and of course, a 2-minute warning.
Raiders have 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning to work with.
So the right guard, Quinn Miners, who was out, is now back along the offensive front. Second down and 2. And the fullback into the game.
Handoff.
Provides some space.
Short gain. 3rd down and 1. They didn't get anything on that.
Another
huge big play coming up here. If they go 3 and out in under a minute, that's pathetic.
Decisive advantage for the Broncos at the line of scrimmage with their offensive line, the way they played all year, going up against the Raiders D-line, and on the other side with of course their dominant defensive line. But give the Raiders credit, the line of scrimmage, they fought their hearts out tonight.
Play action, go to throw. First down, he got that. Franklin on the catch. Got about 8-10 yards on the catch, more. He gets 18 yards on the play.
In the backside of this slide route. You would think 14 would have been able to slide out, but instead, very well designed by Sean Payton. He gets lost coming across here. Nobody picks him up. They're worried more about the back than J.K. Dobbins out in the flat, so he snuck right behind him. And there's Max Crosby, a fingertip away from knocking that ball away.
From the 35.
First down and 10 at the 35.
Oh, boy, in the backfield. You talk about getting there quickly. Passes in.
There's a flag.
Crosby was in before Nix was all the way back. Encroachment.
5 yards encroachment defense. It'll be 1st and 5 with 3 minutes on the clock.
Jump this one. He's trying to make a play, trying to shoot a gap, and try to guess on this snap count. Get off just a hair early. He said he moved. Maybe that should have brought it across.
So it's 1st down and 5 now. Dobbins and Prentice in the back of Prentice. Lined up as the fullback here. Ready.
Handoff up the middle.
Back to his left.
Dobbins dives for it. He might have the first down. See.
This is not coming in. Where are they going to spot this?
2nd and 1. They're going to spot it. 2nd and 1.
You just mentioned how Miners is back into this game. Just had a great block in Denver. I'm surprised they're in a hurry here. They working this clock down. Raiders got to start thinking about using those last couple of timeouts.
They had a waste one with a delay of game.
2nd and inches.
3rd quarter. So they only have 2.
Handoff up the middle. Why is Dobbins dancing around? Why doesn't he hit the hole and run through it? Timeout there. Vegas. 3rd and 1.
By using that timeout.
3rd and inches. Good Lord. Dobbins hits that hole. That's a first down.
Now say he is questionable to return, and the issue is that left quad. He's got a heating pad wrapped around it right now on the bench.
Yeah, you can see it right there. Even for a couple of series.
They ought to just go with a quarterback sneak right here.
Calling on the defense. 3rd down inches. 2:21 left in the 4th. Dobbins has already carried 16 times tonight. Next to people.
Quarterback sneak.
Raiders think he's stopped, but I think the officials may take a look at this and say, no, you're wrong. 3rd, the final timeout. Las Vegas.
Vegas takes the timeout, but it's a first down.
I mean, even in best case, you're going to run a play, work it down to 2-minute warning. Going to be second down.
Yep. Run most of the clock.
Yeah, they're going to be able to run it down.
I've been to Vegas before, yes.
Worst case for Denver.
Yep.
So the Broncos on the cusp of, in a way, escaping with this one. Heavily favored. All kinds of crazy wins, obviously. The interesting thing is, too, about the Broncos, the only 2 losses they've had this season, walk-off field goals.
Every game.
It's
down to the wire.
So first down, run a play, 2-minute warning, and Denver can wrap it up on the first down, for sure.
Alert, changing the play at the line. Handoff. Up the middle, Dobbins. Gain of about 7. That'll take it to the 2-minute warning.
As we have come to the 2-minute warning.
2-minute warning.
Raiders have done what they needed to stay in this game, but they knew coming in to be able to win the game, they needed a clean game, meaning not self-destructing. Here's some of the penalties that hurt them. This is earlier a best penalty. Here's Orton trying to create a rub. He had a pick, an offensive PI. Here's a drop ball by Kempty that ended up being an interception by Tillman.
Question will be what they do here.
And then here, a chance to tie it up late despite all of his miscues. And this ball goes to the right at the distance. It's missing by a couple feet.
Interception, block, 9 penalties. There you go. There are the ugly details for a team that is on its way to becoming 2-7. Next up is Dallas with them in Vegas, and then Cleveland.
Thank you to all the moderators today. You're the members of this channel, those who are ninja watching, those who are in the chat and hit the like that helped get the algorithm going. Thank you. It means something every time you come in to do that. Thank you. Thank you to Kay Wilby for gifting some memberships tonight.
And New England for the best record.
Second down and 3. This weekend.
Second down and 3.
They get the first down here. They can pretty much salt it.
40 plus off the clock here.
First down. That's a 13.
That should take us to the finish line. So the Broncos will win 10 in a row at home.
That was a big run right there. Can you believe they squeaked this one out?
Player of the game.
You live in the algorithm.
A Week 10 preview. How far can the Broncos defense carry them?
Colts made some moves there to trade deadline.
I'll say. Sauce Gardner.
Yep.
So the victory formation begins.
Victory formation. Taking a knee. There's one.
To the finish line. Mentioned at the outset that they were like a horse that stumbles out of the gate, falls way behind. Not tonight, a little different.
Well, the pace ahead of them wasn't real fast.
That's for sure. Right. It was a claiming race.
They were stalking. It was a claiming race.
Yeah.
That stalker position.
Like a $3,000 claiming at a county fair.
That's right.
Terry Ice Horses is laughing at me. So the Denver Broncos remain.
All right, that'll do it. Thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. And do it. If you like Disney, I'll be live tomorrow night for the parks. Come on in, say hello. I'd really appreciate it. It would mean a lot as we're down there having some fun. Thank you, everybody. It's been an awesome game. Well, at least awesome that it's football. Good night.